We are the waiting, it turns out. It's Alice, 97.3. Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show.
I got to say this real quick for my South Bay peoples.
All right.
The fog is so thick out there today that you might crash.
Yeah. The North Bay people should also be well aware that is happening. It's
How are the Alameda peoples?
Yeah, how are the Alameda
No
people?
fog in the East Bay.
Oh God,
No.
it was
Whatever.
so bad today that normally there's low points I hit, like at 92 I hit a low point on 280 and you hit fog. This was the whole way really thick.
Oof,
I had to get up high over the Waldo grade to really hit it, but it's so ghostly. Everything changes. Like you're just driving along, you can see everything around you, and then all of a sudden it's like Stephen King has entered the building.
A couple times as I was driving, just sort of out of the fog, suddenly there's red brake lights, and you go, whoa, there's someone up there. You know what I mean? Like that. Yikes. So pay attention and drive safely and
because if
give
someone's
yourself
stopped
time.
in a lane or if there's a crash, you do really need to slow down. I know you don't want to. And I get it. No one wants to. We're all going. It's 4 a.m. We don't want to be in our car driving wherever we're going.
I'm on a schedule. I got to get somewhere, but that definitely slowed me down. So just quick mention, fog, everyone.
And give yourself a little extra time. Maybe it's not as bad once the sun comes up, which is coming up later and later. When's the shortest day of the year? 10 days from now? It's like around the 21st, I think.
I thought the first day of winter or solstice or whatever, winter solstice was 21st or 23rd, something like that.
That sounds right. And then it starts getting longer again.
The 21st.
It's the 21st, yeah.
That's the first day of winter?
That's the solstice.
Okay.
Which is the same thing, right?
I guess so. I think so. I don't know if the official season change is a different day.
I saw something, though, that the sunsets are getting later already, and the sunrises are getting later. I don't know.
They keep getting later until the 21st.
But
Well,
they're
the
both
sunrises
getting
should be
later.
getting later, and the sunset should be getting earlier. That's weird.
I don't know.
Oh, I see what
Like
you're
the
saying.
days are still getting shorter, but the sun is setting later.
Oh.
That's what the internet told me.
You know what? I believe the internet. I don't even want to fact check
It
it.
knows
How would I
everything.
anyway? I mean, if I can't get a straight answer from the internet, how would I check it on the internet? It just seems silly. I just accept everything now.
Such a great
AI,
strategy.
deep fakes.
First day of winter is December 1st or 21st, and it goes through March 20th. There's your winter.
Thank you. That's the dead of winter.
Uh-huh.
Winter. Is anybody's? I guess if you're a skier or something, maybe you love winter the most. Like, is there anyone who's like, I love it the most?
I love it the most.
You love winter the most? I thought you loved fall the most.
I love both. This is the time of year when the surf gets good. And I don't want to dance on the fact that there's been no rain. But for the last 4 years, with all that rain, the surf has sucked. And now that there's no rain, I've been kind of scoring. So I don't want to say that, but it's been a delight.
I hate to be enjoying the lack of rain we've all not been enjoying, but I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Yeah, I mean, with the weather, it comes wind and chewed up surf.
Yeah.
And we haven't had that.
It feels wrong to enjoy climate change, but it is true that on a day-to-day basis, it does benefit us.
I will say that the rain, there is a slight chance for rain next week.
Oh.
I'm seeing it on the apps and in the forecast. So there's a possibility it's not showing snow in Tahoe,
right?
But we might see some rain here next week.
But it sounds like it just
Nothing
little
major.
events. It's not the
atmospheric river bit isn't going to get dusted off.
God.
Oh, atmospheric river.
Well, you guys really hurt my feelings a while ago, so I was thinking I would just leave. How do you like that?
Well,
How you like them apples, huh?
the snow resorts are not liking it. And I know how, like, I have a friend who plans a winter ski trip every year with the boys from high school.
Oh, boy.
They always go. And he's got a budget for it. So it's a certain amount of money that he's going to spend that's going to be a problem if he's not careful. And it's planned and it's paid for. And he's already going, I don't know what's going to happen.
When is it?
It's in like February,
Okay.
but
I've
You
only
know.
been here a few years, but I have noticed that the time to go skiing is in March. And people in March are, by then you've done a lot of the days and you're starting to get tired and you're feeling like it's bonus. So I'm like, that's when there's finally snow.
Yeah.
January, no snow.
It does vary a lot. I will say though, the best thing I ever did for Tahoe was sell the house I had in Tahoe, because we went through like 3 winters with no snow.
yep.
And so we decided to sell, and it was the kids were getting older. And then the minute we sold that house, it dumped for like 6 years straight, like the best ski seasons of all time.
The new owner must have deserved it.
Yes, they must have had good karma.
It wasn't for
Anyway.
you. It wasn't your journey.
I guess not.
California definitely has fickle seasons,
Yes.
and we might be in one.
Yep.
And that's
true.
how we end up a drought state, because sometimes we go through
Yep.
more than one winter without.
I know.
Let's cross our fingers for some snow, but right now, let's hope that this Christmas vacation, someone
That someone
on the show goes surfing
right,
every day.
every single day. It's good for that certain someone's state of mind, I've noticed.
Oh, it makes me.
He looks
this
very
makes
happy,
this
though.
person such a better
Yeah.
person.
Yep.
And I love talking with fellow people in the parking lot who also are like, I'm a better husband.
Mm.
I'm a better friend.
Mm.
Good.
You got to get that church in, man.
Yep.
Your meditation, your church all wrapped into one.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's my church.
Anyway, we've got a movie review, movie club conversation coming up.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited. Did you watch it yesterday?
I didn't get to finish it, but I put it in, and I do have thoughts. So I'm excited to get to that. Love Actually is the movie this time. Hopefully you watched it, and we're gonna do Bob's Movie Club in a bit. You watched it again?
I did watch it again.
And you watch it every year?
Yeah, but I watched it again last night, and it's amazing how many things irritate me about that movie.
Oh, I can't
love
wait
it,
to
but
hear.
there's a lot of things that irritate me about that movie.
I can't wait to hear what irritates you. It's funny because I thought, I guess maybe after I got the assignment, one of the days last weekend, I started it. And I figured I don't even need to really necessarily get through this whole thing. But then I think it was Tuesday night. I just picked it back up again, and John goes, "Oh," sits down, and we wound up watching the whole rest of the movie. Like to the point where I was like, "Oh no, it's time for bed." Oh no. I'm excited to talk about it. And next week, we have a quick turnaround on this one because we're doing a couple Christmas movies. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Let's do it, baby.
Right.
It's a
Which
home run.
I know I saw that in like the 80s or whenever it came out, but I don't believe I've ever seen it again since then.
Wow.
It's good.
I don't think I've ever really seen it.
Is that so?
Yeah.
What year did it come out? Do you remember?
No.
It's Chevy Chase. It's all the same people
Yeah.
from
89.
Vacation. Oh, 89. Okay.
I was going to say late 80s.
Yeah, the kids are different. They always change the kids every movie, which
because
is
they
kind of a
need-
running
need to
joke.
have them be kids.
But yeah, it is. I watch it every year. It stands
Oh,
up
really?
every year.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
It's really, really, really great. And I said it earlier, but it's a bummer that Chevy Chase, as great as he is such a D.
yeah.
Everybody hates him.
Everyone knows that he is just an absolute tyrant.
There is a documentary. Is it coming out? It's called "I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not."
I think it's. I'm not sure. I haven't watched it, but I think it might.
I think it might be out
already.
because I was seeing some stories about it, and I think it's his documentary, so maybe he spends himself in the best possible light.
Oh,
But maybe not. Maybe somebody else
Oh,
put it together, and it's
It's actually coming out New Year's Day. On CNN.
oh.
No one else wanted it, so he had to sell.
Everyone
it to
else was like, "We don't
CNN, I
even
guess.
like
CNN does
him."
really good docs.
Oh yeah. Sorry. You would
Sure,
know.
I'm sure. Yeah, he would know. He is the
They're great.
documentary guy.
I'm not going to
That's for
watch
sure.
it.
Oh no.
No.
Oh.
No,
I
because
might.
I know that he is a person that everyone who's worked with him has said, that guy's awful.
Mm.
And yet there he is, killing it.
I want to hear about the awfulness.
I'm trying to educate myself. I watched the Eddie Murphy one on
Oh,
Netflix.
what did you
'Cause I'm
think?
like, I don't know nearly enough about this guy. He didn't enter my life until he was Shrek. And I heard he
Oh.
did some stuff before that.
He did a few things.
Yeah.
Nothing
So
nothing
it
of
was
note.
really cool. And I thought it was exactly, I mean, they cataloged his whole life with his input, like making jokes and.
So there must be a ton of funny stuff in there.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, you
He
saw it.
just laughs the whole time too, which is adorable.
Yeah. But he's just you kind of forget his impact on media. And like, when he, burst onto the scene, he was like,
A freaking cyclone.
yeah.
That guy was great. So he was on SNL. That's the first time I ever saw him was on SNL. But then he put out a couple of comedy specials that were humongous.
Yeah.
And then he did a series of movies that were absolutely freaking great.
I think the first one that I remember was called 48 Hours.
Yeah. That was his first
With
big
Nick
role.
Nolte, and he gets anyway, I won't tell you the story, but you should watch it. He is great
Yep.
in that movie. And then he does Trading Places, and there's just a string of
Yep.
Beverly Hills
home
Cop.
runs. Yeah.
Right.
We'll probably do an Eddie movie next year for Bob's
Oh,
Movie Club,
that would be
because
great.
I need to watch.
It would
some
be
more of
interesting
them.
to see how those hold up too, because they were
Right.
like late 80s, early 90s. And I mean, one of the biggest standout things in some of the older movies we've watched is just how much our worlds have changed since technology came into the picture.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was sneakers, just like, people with the wall mounted phone, like all these just silly things. Like, I was even thinking the other day, I mean, I guess I occasionally went to libraries as an adult, but where did I get all my if you had to look something up, what were your options?
You didn't have them.
He didn't.
No, you went to the library and got the fiche,
And you would go
the
in
microfiche.
microfiche. Right. You'd have to look back through like old newspaper. They would photograph the news and you'd slide them into a microfiche reader and you'd be like looking through goggles trying to find the story from 1975 that you wanted to. So good.
And my parents did this, and I don't know if you guys, there were people walking neighborhoods selling the
Classic Maddie Swallow.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
What a gulp.
We had the book of
I usually
knowledge.
turn my mic off.
Anyway, the bright orange encyclopedias, I don't remember if they were the Encyclopedia Britannica.
I think they were.
I thought the Britannica was the one that was like leather bound. We had the Book of Knowledge, which was I think my grandmother had a set, so it was very old. Like plutonium was just listed as like an element, not a dangerous thing that could blow the world up.
Yeah,
or
they're
something.
not showing them the way I remember them in the online right now. They were bright orange. The cover was bright orange, and they were alphabetized, and you could sometimes find the thing that you were trying to look
If
up.
you needed to know about volcanoes, you could go to the V volume and open it up, and
Or
there would be
spiders,
pages.
or whatever the thing is, you could look it up.
There were a lot more kind of like sciencey books in circulation too. Like I remember having as a kid, like a book about the animal kingdom, a book about the oceans, just earth science kind of stuff. And as a kid, you just read them because you didn't have a screen to look at. Like we would sit down and just like open up one of the volumes of the encyclopedia and just read. See what was what.
I remember ours being so old that the section on space was like ended with, and someday soon man will go to the moon.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, well, we just did that. But
Right.
Here they are. Funk and Wagnalls
Funk and
Funk
Wagnall.
Encyclopedia. That's what we had.
there you go.
There
Well,
they are.
really are orange.
That's so funny. I believe we had those in my school library. I remember looking at those.
I don't remember, like when I
Young
read the name
Student
Funk and
Encyclopedia.
Wagnalls, I went, oh yeah. But I didn't remember. I had no.
I haven't heard the name Funk and Wagnall.
Yeah.
Are they still a thing?
Young Students Encyclopedia. That's what we had.
Yeah.
All 20 of them.
And they would update them all the time
That's
too.
what-
Like if they,
There's your Google, kids.
yeah. Oh my God, it was a stack of outdated books from 6 years ago
I remember.
or longer.
I remember my mom and I were talking about something and we were arguing about the answer and we were like, oh, let's look it up. And I was maybe like 8, 9, or 10. She goes, let me go get the encyclopedia. And I was like, why would we look in there? Let's just look it up on Google on the computer. And that always sticks in my brain because she didn't think of it. And I was like, oh, this is something.
I'm sure that there is, like, Wiki is kind of like an online encyclopedia, but it is editable and it can't be 100% trusted.
It can be just as trusted as a real encyclopedia.
Can it?
100%.
Okay.
Those days of it having inaccurate information are decades gone.
You really think so?
Yes, I do. I think Wikipedia, I think we take it for granted. It is so awesome. It's free. People are so passionate behind it. I love it so much.
Yeah. I guess in a way, when I'm looking for something, and I actually do think to myself, I just want the facts. I don't want people's perspective on it, whatever. I mean, I go to Wiki all the time. That's why I donate to them. Everybody should, if you use Wikipedia, you should give them $1. $1 for knowledge.
Funk and Wagnalls went out of business in 95,
Oh.
but one of those old sets they're selling for like $250.
Yeah,
Like,
I would love to have an old set of encyclopedias. I
think
that.
I still have ours in the attic of my parents' house.
They're actually, I would actually like one from 100 years ago, like a set that's just, what the day's knowledge was, because they become like a historical note, because every year they would update them.
Yeah.
And now it's just all online.
I don't know where ours ended up, but there's no chance they're still around.
Oh, your mom just wouldn't have moved them house to house. They're not in a box somewhere.
My parents moved my dad was in the airline business, and it's very much like radio. They moved a lot.
Yeah. Well, even since, I think when you and I started working together, did they live in Pittsburgh at that point?
They went
Pittsburgh,
from
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they went from San Diego to Pennsylvania to Dallas to Seattle in a very short period of time.
Right. And now your mom's down here.
And she's down here.
Right.
But anyway.
Well, they didn't move as much as we did, but
that is where you go. Why would we carry these with us? Chuck?
Right. You do have to pare down. You move enough times, you're just like, I never even unboxed these, the last 3 moves. Why don't I just donate the box? All right. We are so late. KLLC, HD1, San Francisco. Sarah Vinnie, Alice Morning Show. We'll play one song, come back. Bob's Movie Club. Alice 97.3. Sarah Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Lily Allen tickets. We've got them for you all week on It's Jane. She has the afternoon show here at the Alice. I'm sure you're well aware. It's 6:05 every day this week. Jane has a code word for you that you take to radioalice.com and enter it for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Lily Allen for the last show of her limited tour on April 28th at the Masonic. She'll be doing her entire West End Girl album in that show, courtesy of Live Nation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, kids gather round. It's time for movie talk. It's Bob's Movie Club.
Something's making noise on my side.
Any second now.
Any minute. We're going to wait for it.
I love
Oh, here we go.
movies.
I'm ready.
Bob's Movie Club.
Woo!
We got some movies for you. Bob's Movie Club. Bob's Movie Club.
Movies are great.
Great.
Movies are great.
Movies are great.
And today we're talking about a great movie, a Christmas classic, written and directed by Richard Curtis, 2003's Love Actually. Okay, this movie is iconic, whether you like it or not.
I agree. There were a whole bunch of movies made like this right afterward.
The ensemble movie. I remember Valentine's Day.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of.
With Taylor Swift, of course. But this movie isn't perfect. It's actually kind of absurdist. Like, most of the things that happen are absolutely unbelievable.
Right.
And there's so many storylines going on that are interconnected, although not super well interconnected. But so I think the best way to talk about this is to talk about each like couple individually.
Okay.
And I was scrolling through TikTok, looking for fun facts and stuff last night. And this one girl ranked the couples from like least problematic to most problematic. And I was like, I'm going to do that. So that's how we're going to go about this.
Perfect.
So there's 9 relationships. And I think, ironically, the least problematic is the 2 naked people who are in the movie.
Yes.
The porn scene.
Yes.
Yes, it's not porn though. They're
stand-ins for actors who are going to be doing a love scene.
Exactly. And
so they get the lighting right.
They're so respectful to each other. They're bashful, and
they are delightfully innocent.
Yes.
Like that is a delight. If you can get past the fact that they're acting out all these, then they're naked and they're doing all these sex positions, but they're just chatting each other up. Like, it's delightful.
And then from there, I think the next least problematic and probably the most heartwarming of all of the storylines is Liam Neeson and his son, Sam. Although it's a little bit strange how they're acting right after the mom just died. I'm assuming she was sick for a long time.
Yes, they knew it was coming. I think Emma, I can't even think of her name in real life. I mean, Emma Thompson. I can't think of her name in the show.
Doesn't matter.
Mom.
I'm always bothered though by the kid who never's played drums before, and all of a sudden, after 2 weeks.
That's just absurd. It's ridiculous.
He practices really hard.
Yeah,
for
but
like 2 weeks.
I think he does this for 2 weeks before Christmas, and it wasn't. And I guess the band never rehearsed before that night.
Right.
They didn't already have a drummer.
I was picturing how he got the gig, like going up to the teacher and just like insisting, begging that he had to be the one to do it, because why would they pick him otherwise?
But what I love about that particular story is it doesn't seem to be a story about a young boy who's in love with a young girl, but what it really is about the love between a stepfather and a recently orphaned kid.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's actually about that love story. Like, the 2 of them it's so touching, and you just feel like they're both suffering. He lost a mom, he lost a wife, and yet they find a way to have this other thing that brings them together in a way that it's absolutely magic.
Yeah. I love that Liam Neeson didn't give up and just like didn't leave him in his room to be sad.
And
he was
be
like,
in his room being sad.
We got to figure this out. Like,
right.
And they had that breakthrough together. It's so sweet.
It is.
The scene at the end while he's playing the drums is ridiculous. The nativity scene. And I feel like it's very millennial coded that like everybody needs a trophy. Everybody has to have a part in this movie. So they've got like 3 lobsters. They've got an octopus.
Yes.
Hilarious.
So good.
Any other thoughts on that storyline?
No, we've got quite a few storylines to
you're
go.
right.
So.
Okay, my next favorite is Billy Mack.
Oh, I love the Billy Mack.
He's
one.
the best. I think the best storyline.
Turns out
in the movie,
the love of my life is actually you.
Actually, a
really
fat, ugly guy.
Mm.
Oh my God.
The interview at the radio
Yes!
station
Oh, so good.
is one of the great moments in that movie for
Right.
sure. Maybe it's because I'm on the radio, but as I'm watching that and he's just being real about his career and this record and all, and the guys in the other room going, "Oh God." Just loved it.
It's great.
Loved it.
I like that whole thing because of all the media stuff. And I actually wondered I didn't ever look it up, but I bet those are like real TV presenters, the two guys who are sort of hosting him on the TV show. And then I wonder if those are real DJs who were playing the roles.
I don't know about the DJs, but I do believe the television presenters were.
Yeah, that's like a
one
show
guy
that
I've
they
seen him
do.
Before. Yeah,
I know, he looks familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely looks familiar.
Yeah.
That's such a good point. I mean, we talk so much about, oh, is this for PR? Is that for PR? And he's clearly out there making a case for trying to get to number one in the most ridiculous fashion ever. And at the end, when he does it and he gets naked on the screen, it's so funny.
It is. It's great.
But it's ridiculous, just like the rest of this movie. And just like the next storyline, Colin, god of sex, who is British and decides the only way to get chicks is to go to Milwaukee.
And he meets like the 5 hottest chicks on earth.
second favorite storyline in the movie is Colin because he's. Got
I love
a big,
the Colin. And he's got, oh, pig.
I mean, I don't love how sex obsessed he is, but
I do.
like, especially going to a Midwest city, if you're trying to hang out with college girls, 100% the British accent's going to get you laid.
Right.
100%.
Like,
It's
we're
the most
not-
realistic part of the
We're
movie.
not the richest of girls. So we all have to share one bed. And we can't even afford pajamas.
I thought that when they said the other shoe was going to drop, when they said, oh, we have a fourth roommate, I was like, oh no, she's going to be a fatty or something, because this movie is super.
It's very
Politically
body shamey.
incorrect.
Yes.
But
Like,
no, just a fourth hot girl.
just
Yeah.
Shannon and Elizabeth.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Denise Richards comes running out at the end, too.
You don't see those two until the very
No,
end. You see
right.
the back of her walking into the thing, but then he ends up with the two. Yeah, I just enjoy. I do enjoy that storyline because it is ridiculous, but like good. That would be like some dude's dream.
All right.
The next up, and I can't believe that I'm ranking this this is Love Actually we're talking about. We're ranking the storylines from least problematic to most problematic.
Okay.
And right here in the middle, can't believe this is where it goes for me, but the Prime Minister and the quote unquote chubby girl.
That is, I found that as time has gone on, I've found that more and more annoying. Like, she's so beautiful.
Yes.
I
And-
love her.
And even if she wasn't beautiful, like the fact that they're behind closed doors discussing the size of her arse, like I just feel like
It's very
somebody
2003.
call HR. Let's get HR in here.
This movie is a product of its time, but I do think they're obviously joking that that's not appropriate. But today we wouldn't even make jokes about that.
No, we wouldn't. And but I will say, all that aside, that is one of my 2 favorite. Actually, I can't even rank them all.
I
Like
know.
I every time they'd flick to a new one, I'd be like, oh, this one, I love this one.
That one's my third
I
favorite.
love Hugh Grant with the white hot passion of 1,000 Suns. Like I
We know.
I even just his acting is great. Like in the very end scene when she gets down off of him and he throws an arm around her and he just looks over at her and you just the love there.
So
Like they
charming.
have great chemistry from the
Yes.
get go.
That's why this storyline is able to be so loved, because of his. You can tell he's a good guy.
Yeah, and he
through his
truly
acting.
he's like smitten from. It's love at first sight for him.
Right, exactly. And it's not gross. And I think throwing in the United States president in there,
Oh my
Billy
god,
Bob Thornton,
so great.
making him a gross guy actually
Yes.
obviously humanizes and makes you love Hugh Grant even more. I thought about The Diplomat when Hugh Grant goes up and is like, we're not going to be like, we're not friends anymore with the
Right.
United States at the press conference. Obviously that's ridiculous, but after watching The Diplomat and how carefully thought out and balanced everything is, it made it even funnier to watch. To me.
Yeah, it's that. I love that scene so much, and they were all so psyched. Now he's the most popular guy in the world, and all he had to do is say, we're great too.
And the way I thought about the Coldplay couple when they get caught kissing behind the thing, instead of being like, oh no, and running off ashamed, when they're caught kissing
Yes,
at the
at the end.
at the school play or whatever. they were just like, oh, let's just smile. We're not doing anything wrong. I'm
Right.
single, you know.
You're single,
We're here to support our families.
right?
Okay, next up, the writer who finds out his girlfriend is cheating on him with his brother. So then he goes to the middle of nowhere to write.
He goes to France
He's in
to what
France.
apparently is like a family vacation home because he seems to be opening it up. And then there's a caretaker who provides him with a house cleaner.
Yes, and she's a Portuguese woman, and they can't speak a single word to each other, which is hilarious. And they somehow fall in love because their conversations are really great and very charming, even though they don't know what
Even
the
though
other
they're
one's
both
saying.
speaking completely different languages.
This is
It's
probably
so good.
I don't think that this storyline would bother me at all because it's very cute and charming. Other than that, why do they have to get engaged at the end? They don't even know each other.
Yes. Well, back to the ridiculousness of the entire movie.
Right.
But I will say that is hands down my favorite thread.
Really?
I think so. I love that thread so much. I always say just in cases, all the time now. Because that's what she says. That's why she learned
Yes.
English.
Oh, I
and they
forgot
both
that.
they both go and learn each other's language just in cases. Like they're in love. They fall in love. I love that story.
you
It's
can't-
Love Actually, the movie. That's
Love.
But you
Actually.
can't actually fall in love with someone who you don't know. Like they are, I think a lot of these storylines are lust and immediate attraction.
Yes.
But there's not that many that actually represent love. For example, the next one, we're talking about Love Actually, ranking all of the couples from least problematic to most problematic. And we're almost to the end here. The best friend of the guy who gets married to Keira Knightley. How can he's
terrible.
He's basically a stalker,
Yes.
but in the most romantic way.
That storyline bothers me more and more every time I watch it. I'm just like, dude, that's it's your best friend and it's his wife. Like,
And
not
you're-
acceptable.
Yeah, try
But
to
he's-
not be in love with her.
But he
Nothing
does
is
try.
acceptable.
So he does try, though. What is he supposed to do?
He's not supposed to
He's-
show up and like profess his love. That's ridiculous and awful. And if that
but
was
it's
my
such a
friend,
great scene. It's fine. It's worth it.
No, I think he hides it as well as he can for so long. He doesn't even talk to her. He doesn't become friends with her because he's trying to keep that
tamp
boundary
his
that you're talking
feelings
about.
down. Right.
She catches him because she storms into his place.
She wants to get the video that he's taken at the wedding because she looks blue. The dress looks blue in all of her video.
And I think that he has this moment of like, okay, well, let me just tell her, how I feel, and then I'll let it go.
Enough now.
Obviously, it's ridiculous, though.
It is
Especially
ridiculous.
the card that says, and at Christmas,
You tell the truth.
This whole movie, people keep leaning on Christmas as if this is the time to confess
Right.
everything.
It's the airing of the grievances.
I wasn't aware.
I wasn't either.
Okay. And of course, the most problematic, Snape and Emma Thompson.
Oh boy.
Ugh. And I hate to blame
It
the other
hurts me.
woman.
Oh, that bitch. She
She comes on
causes the
strong.
whole thing. She comes on so strong.
Especially
It's
when
all
she's
for
dressed
you.
with devil horns at a Christmas party.
Right.
It's not Halloween, babe.
Yeah.
And that's the ugliest necklace I've ever seen that he picks out for her.
the necklace is terrible.
The necklace is terrible. I feel so like that one just makes my heart ache.
Yeah.
But it's almost like if Love Actually sort of shows all these different facets of love, like that's one of them. The end of something you felt secure about and in with someone. They've got kids. They have this kind of normal life. And she even says to him, she's pretty. Watch out for that one.
Yeah.
And he's like, is she? And I love that it's Snape too. Rest in peace.
Are you skipping over the
I accidentally skipped it.
problematic Laura Linney?
I had that way earlier in the list. I have that at like number 4. Laura Linney and her brother.
It's very problematic.
I don't find that to be problematic.
The whole
at
thing
all.
called-
That is love, actually.
That is love.
You don't need to
actually.
pick up the phone when you got a guy back there who's you've been
She
like
sacrificed her whole
her,
life.
for her brother.
brother.
She sacrificed her whole life and her happiness for her brother. I actually feel like that one's really heartbreaking.
It's so heartbreaking. And the most realistic of all of them, in my opinion. Other than that, like, they never talked to each other and then all of a sudden he's hitting on her at a party.
Right.
I wonder if Snape had the same conversation with him of like, hey, this girl loves
Maybe.
you. You should hook up with her at the Christmas party. We're all going to be doing it.
Right.
In dark spaces.
And we're encouraging relationships at work because that seems to be totally normal.
Yeah, the director actually says, like, obviously he wishes there was more diversity in the film, but even in the storylines, there's 3 storylines where a white dude with brown hair has inappropriate feelings for someone who works for him, which is
Yes.
insane when you're trying to show the full spectrum of love.
And that's interesting too. Like, well, I'm going to ponder that because that is actually, they're all kind of different facets of that. The white guy with the brown hair in love with an employee.
Yeah. I don't have time to do our fun facts, but maybe I will make a little video and share
Oh, that'd be
some of them
fun.
for everybody on our socials.
I'll come in and you can do them to me and I'll react.
Amazing.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, wow. Thank you for sharing that with me.
Oh, thanks for
How does-
volunteering.
Oh, great.
Let's do
You
it.
got it. All right. We're going to take a quick break. What do you got coming up then? Oh,
We got to do the stars.
okay. The stars it is.
What do you
Oh,
think?
boy. I don't know.
5. It's 5-star.
Oh, I love that.
I love that movie.
It's so ridiculous. I'm going to go 3.5.
I would say it's about a 3 for me, but I didn't watch this movie until recently for the first time, and I avoided it because I just didn't know what to make of that whole thing. It's actually a pretty great movie, and if you're looking for the Christmas vibe, like the way you presented that, I understand you can look at something through a lens of today and be like that and that. In reality, I think I really do get a love vibe from the movie, and it does. I feel the spirit as well. There's some negativity in there, sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But Christmas is all around them, that whole movie. Like they're doing
It's
the
good
countdown.
vibes and variety, in my opinion, in there. I mean, if anything,
Yeah.
I'd be curious, did that movie get an editing award, or would a film critic look at that and go, a real editor would have cut out 3 storylines?
There was actually 4 more storylines in the script that didn't make it.
Oh,
Wow.
I can't believe it. I want to see those.
Movie?
That's a great fact. I feel like it should get an editing award. I think they did. This guy made an amazing movie. Like I love the whole flow of the thing.
I'll look it up
Okay.
while you guys
What do you give it,
finish.
Ben?
I said 3.
Oh, 3. As much as like I find problems with the movie, at the end when God Only Knows comes on, I cry every time I watch that movie. I bawl at the end. That's a great movie.
What were your problematic things? I don't even care if we
It
go
doesn't
there.
really matter. It's just little things, and just I have problems with people. But 4.5 stars.
Oh,
It's definitely a Christmas classic.
it is.
I'm
I
not mad
agree.
about it.
No.
Despite its problematic flaws, it's a wonderful movie.
As far as like other movies that were made in 2003, I actually feel like, okay, there's a few little things that maybe we would rethink through today's lens, but not that many. And I think it's a beautiful way to look at love from all around. Even the Joni Mitchell song, I've looked at love from both sides now.
It got accolades, but never got any editing awards.
Oh. All right, Vinny, what's got
News
coming
is
up?
next, everyone.
Great. Ooh, I'm blinded by the light. Touch. Alice 97.3. Sarah Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Watch us live. We are on YouTube on the regular. Every day, the whole show is live on YouTube. You can watch it there. YouTube.com/@radio the @ symbol, Radio Alice 973. Or just go to YouTube and type in Alice 973. You'll be fine. You'll find it. You're good at this stuff. And remember, please smash that subscribe button. You always be Brandon.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by Fremont Bank. Across the Bay Area, Fremont Bank Foundation is delivering hope this holiday season. Over 30 nonprofits are receiving grants to provide meals and support to families in need. Because giving back is what this season is all about. Visit fremontbank.com/giving.
Sweat.
All right. I wanted to ask you a quick question because I thought about this yesterday. Actually, I should say there's really bad fog out there on the roads, especially on 280 as you drive in today, so be careful. Highs in the mid-60s. When you were a kid, did your school have like we used to call them the portables. There were portable buildings, almost like
Yes, they would like sort of standalone
mobile
classrooms.
homes,
Yes.
like that were, the
My
schools
kids did have that.
outgrowing the
Right, so they
the
have
population's
these pods.
outgrowing, so they'd put out these buildings just because they need a place for a teacher to have a class.
We called them the annex. That was the annex. That was where you have a class in the annex.
You know, we
Really?
really didn't have that, and I think that it has a lot to do with weather. Like here, malls are open air a lot of times, and schools you can walk across the playground to get to a pod without worrying about getting rained on. We didn't have that. I was in a brick building, and sometimes they divide a classroom and have two classes going on at once.
In one room.
They would put one of those foldable
Yes.
dividers across
That
it.
they're attached almost like a curtain.
Yeah. So when they needed more room, they had to figure it out. But I lived in a very small town. I think there were about 100 kids in my class. And so 400 people in the whole high school.
Well, my area, they were building it as I lived there. So it was growing by leaps and bounds.
And
there were-
Irvine is, very populous.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so
absolutely.
they needed schools for tons of kids.
So we always had portable buildings getting put up and out. But every year there was, and I remember this in elementary school so vividly, and they don't do it at the school my kids go to. One of the portables would be turned into a little Christmas store where kids could go in and buy presents for their parents.
Oh.
So they
Wow.
would let you. None of you did this?
No, I did
No.
this.
Oh, you did this?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I loved it.
And my kids don't have that at the school they're in now. And so I don't know if anyone still does this, but it was pretty neat because I could go in with my $5 and leave with, world's greatest dad mug and another
Dad and mom style
thingy
things,
that
right?
mom
An
could get
ashtray
for.
for mom.
Yeah, an ornament or,
A tire
whatever.
repair kit.
Good effort.
Oh, yeah.
Years later, my parents told me that it was the worst quality of whatever thing it was. That
It
I
was
buying.
garbage,
It was
absolutely.
complete garbage. But it said "mom" on it in script.
But the thing that you got to do was you got to go shop without anyone helping you.
Right.
You just walked into
You
this little
chose.
portable and you'd look at the things and you'd have your, what money you had, which I think is a valuable lesson. Like, you got $5, figure out how to divvy that up between mom and dad. Or you go 4 for mom, 1 for dad. Sorry, pal.
Sorry about it.
Yeah, she does most of the stuff.
Yeah, mom needed that plastic bracelet that I got her, so
Right.
it said mom on it.
Okay, so you had that. I don't know if anyone's still doing that out there, but I know
I think that's great.
for my kids, I'm in the process of going, okay, I have to get something for mama, but I also have to get something from my kids for mama as
Right.
well.
Well, by the time my kids were your kids' age, we would all go to the mall, and I would take one kid, and he would take the other, and we would shop for something for dad, and then we'd switch kids, and then John would shop for something for me, and
Maybe I need to do that. Okay. Anyway, if you're out 800-400-3697, I'd be curious if that's still a thing anyone does, but
I love that idea, and actually that could be a fundraiser for a school. I wonder if that's why they did it.
it has to be.
Getting a few texters are saying that it definitely in the 80s that was the deal. Grew up in Petaluma. we did the same thing to go shop for our families. It was the cafeteria. And now that you mention
I
it,
love that.
we did do. I remember they did do that in the cafeteria. They had like a couple days where they had stuff that we could buy and like crafts and things.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah, I do remember
jealous.
that now.
It wasn't good stuff.
But still, I know it. I know that feeling. The first time you're allowed to go into a store with money, your own money in
Right.
your own hand, and make your own decisions. Like, I actually feel like that's a really cool formative memory.
Yes, I remember you have, $5 or whatever and spent, it was probably more like 20. And when I got to the cash register, I had done such a good job budgeting. I'd spent like $19.75. And the teacher was like, "Oh, wow." Because, some of the dumber kids are sending them back and they're like,
Sorry,
you
you're over."
overspent, bro.
Right.
Put some of that back.
Well, and they're even going around now with my kids as they want to go into, they'll shop anywhere, by the way. Like, it could be Walgreens.
Shop
They're
till you
like, I'll
drop.
find some stuff. Don't worry. I will find something I want. But they'll, a lot of times they'll go to get something and I'm looking at it and I'm making the face, like
I've
that.
seen the face. Yeah.
You've come here for that? Like, that's garbage. You're trying to leave them alone, but you can't help it. That's garbage. That's why the no parents around is just let the kid get what
Right.
they want.
Bolton Elementary School in South San Jose does this, and it's going on right now.
Oh,
Text from 415.
Go San Jose.
San
Bolton.
Jose.
And Liberty School in Petaluma holiday shop every year.
I like
love
it.
I think that sounds so charming and fun.
It's a good memory for me. That's why I wanted to sort of bring it up. The most popular day of the year to break up. The most popular day of the year to break up is today.
I get it.
2 weeks before Christmas
Yeah.
is the time.
Some people say you have to run your finances like a business, and if that's the case and money's a little tight, you may have to.
Is the most popular day to get back together February 15th?
Cuffing season. Have you heard about that?
No.
When
Well,
it
I've heard
starts
the
to
name.
get cold out and you want someone to snuggle up with. A lot of people get in relationships for the fall and winter.
Oh, to have someone to go to all the parties with.
No, just to have someone, because you're not doing as much fun stuff.
That's true. The weather's been chilly.
Today,
So
December
close.
11th, is the most popular day of the year to break up with a partner, particularly a boyfriend or girlfriend. Around 15 years ago, researchers used Facebook stats to study when people are most likely to change their status from in a relationship to single, and the biggest spike was December 11th. Ever since then, it's been considered breakup day. And it does have to do, in this case, with your budget and the presents you're willing to buy, and you have to evaluate, are we even in this for next year? Or am I wasting money and time
That's
hanging out?
interesting. It's I guess, is there really ever a good time to break up with anybody if they aren't expecting it?
Nope.
You know what's interesting about relationships as I talk to different people about these things, and I ask questions. You might know that
Uh-huh.
from listening to the show. How many people don't evaluate the relationship they're in until someone proposes, and then they realize they've just been coasting and didn't ever think about it in terms of their life journey, and is marriage even in the cards for this?
I would say that the percentage of people who have not thought about it at all and are just coasting in a relationship is very low.
You think?
I do. I
I don't.
Yeah. Well, that you're coming from your perspective
Mhm.
where you are happy to coast. You're a guy who's like, I go surfing, I go bone my girlfriend, but I actually feel like that's something that most people can't even get away. Like, even if they might have coasted, the other person is definitely dropping hints or saying something, or where we go, where's this going, what's happening here, what's our status. Like, I don't know that a lot of people are like completely, what? You just asked me to marry you?
I know
What?
someone who said yes and was like, I just wasn't doing, and I thought,
Oh,
what?
but they in the moment said yes. Did they wind up married?
Yeah,
And how are they?
unhappy.
Oh, that's too bad. That is too bad.
But it was, hearing it was everything that makes me upset about relationships, because it felt like you really should have been more thoughtful about that. Not just, well, I didn't have anything else going on, so what was I going to do?
I wonder what they spend their time thinking about.
Yes.
If it's not the relationships in their life.
I know.
I analyze
Although
everything.
It is possible that some people just, once they're on a track, they're just on a track. I'm of an age. I'm with this person. We're fine. That and of course the next stop on this train is marriage. The next stop on this train is children. I do feel like there are some people who are a little bit piloting. So maybe there are more people than I think who aren't like. I don't know. I just feel like every girl I know overthinks everything to the end of the earth.
I can't believe that in the digital age, people talk so much crap about the internet, but it poses a lot of questions to you when you're scrolling in that algorithm. It gives you a lot of stuff to think about that other people are dealing with. So I think for someone in my generation, it would be crazy to just be on the track coasting. I actually thought about this when I was watching Love Actually, and Laura Linney gets home with Carl, and she's like, wait down here for 10 seconds, and she goes upstairs and has to clean up. I'm like, you're in love with a guy from your office. You're going to an office Christmas party. Your boss gave you the green light, and you didn't think about maybe he might come home with you, even if it's incredibly far-fetched. Like, when I was 10 years old, I'm going to a Jonas Brothers concert. I'm shaving my legs just in case I catch Nick's eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
You do. I actually do know what you mean. I feel like shaving your legs makes you more prepared really for everything. I didn't know that at 10 years old you were looking to, rub your legs, your silky smooth legs against.
It's just, you get my point.
I do, yes.
This is a shared experience.
It never crossed my mind that she had to go pick up her. I was like, oh, that looks like my room. Some clothes on the floor.
Versus the other girl with the devil horns, when she gets undressed, she was ready for him.
Yeah, she was.
In that sexy lingerie.
Oh, God, that girl. I just want to. She's like the home wrecker. And they picked a good one, too, because she's so sexy. Like those eyes, that mouth. That scene where he's talking to her and she's sitting in the chair and she spreads her legs apart.
Not
I'm
a good
like,
angle.
that is. You are so slutty. Not slut shaming.
She knows what she wants.
Yeah, she does.
And it's a married man.
I don't want what I need. I want what I want. Something I want.
Well, that's one way to get it, young lady.
It's true.
I have another. I'm really out of time. Our text number is 800-400-3697. I'll do more stories next time around. But Maddie's on the show with your texts right now.
Alrighty. So my daughter shopped at the elementary school in Novato. Not sure if it still happens, but it was happening in Novato. Our PTA puts on from the 719, our PTA puts on a bazaar for students to buy presents. PTA raises money from the vendors for their table in the student shop. Parents volunteer to wrap. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's nice. Schools always need funds.
510, Scholastic book fairs are the best and still are very popular.
Good.
I used to love the book fairs.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I don't really think of those as necessarily being a holiday thing, but I remember like you could even get a certain amount of points in school and get a free book. I don't remember how you got the points, but there was like and then the bookmobile would come by too, and your mom would give you some money for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a bookmobile?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
No, we had
Studio 10. They're not bookmobile savvy.
No,
Maybe that's why I can't read.
Maybe. You hate reading.
I don't hate it. It's just very difficult.
Oh, boy.
650 Lisa, listening on the app. Teacher here in
Lisa.
Daly City. Our winter store is next week, thanks to the PTA.
Oh.
Yay.
Everybody who has a winter store, I appreciate it. I mean, what fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of neat. From the four-way, we were reviewing Love Actually earlier. Bob, thanks for choosing a film on Amazon Prime for which I can set auto description. I am legally blind, but was able to follow along with the Portuguese spoken and the card shown to Keira Knightley's character. I appreciate the film much more upon the second viewing. Great job. Great to be part of the club.
Yay.
Oh.
Welcome.
Yeah, that's kind of
glad.
cool. Have you accidentally put something on auto description before?
No, I don't even know what that is.
There's a narrator who's telling you like, Maddie just picked up his pen. Maddie is writing something down with his pen.
Whenever in between dialogue.
In between dialogue.
Cool.
It's kind of neat. I put it on for my dad because it's helping him follow along with some of the TV a little bit better.
That's really
and he
interesting.
didn't even really notice it. It was just like, oh, I'm like, yeah, it's telling you what's
That's
going
like
on.
life-changing technology that everyone would take for, or most people would take for granted.
Right.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
yet
you're
someone
watching
else out there
TV.
is going, this just made the experience great.
Wow,
Wow.
Amazon.
There you go.
What's coming up in the trash, Sarah?
Oh, goodness. Not great Andy Dick news. Plus, how Conan deals with grief. Ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo. Alice, 97.3. Sarah Vinnie, Alice's morning show. That one's for you.
I love
Vinny.
that song.
Yeah. Daisies.
You know what's so weird is
The Beebs.
I know where we kind of have our set places where you do trash, I do news, but for some reason I got it in my head I had to do news right now, and so I was like kind of scrambling while we were talking about something else. And I looked up and went, oh, it's 7. It's her turn.
Relax.
Let me
Let
me throw my feet up
kick
here.
them up. So comfortable.
Oh, you look
sitting
so
like that. God,
relaxed.
I love that. I
You
love
guys
throwing
are-
my feet up.
Forget that. Go on. What were you going to say?
You know, first thing I want to say is we're live on YouTube.
Yeah, we
can
are.
Watch this show every day. We hope that you'll subscribe. We definitely need more subscribers. It's a pathetically low number. So stoke us out if you would.
Hey, it's gone up 1,000 in 4 days, in less 3 days, really.
Has it?
Yeah,
Hold
we're
on.
almost at 3,500, and we were at 2,500. We
You
were
know
there
what?
for
Thank you.
like
Thank
11
you for
years.
subscribing.
So
they're
they're doing their job.
Let's make this happen. Anyway, are we even live right now?
What do you mean?
Sorry, I got a little distracted by another task.
I was thinking as I'm
We're up,
looking.
baby.
Now we're up. Sorry, and we're back. So, as I'm looking at the Alice logo that is in there when we're on commercial break, we have the Alice logo up. I'm thinking that's a great place for somebody to advertise. Like I really feel like Frontier Ford, Creative Energy, Cartelligent,
Jam Bar,
Fremont Bank.
Frontier Ford. Did you say that
I
already?
don't think I
just
did.
wanted
I
to
don't
throw
know.
them another bone.
Yeah,
I
I know
like
you've
those
been
guys.
throwing them lots.
I'm
of
a big
bones.
fan.
Yeah. Sales, this is a great opportunity. It's good. And look how happy we all look on there. It's fantastic.
I mean, for now, there's nothing. There's just us. We're just putting
Right.
the Alice, or we could write a sign that says the staff is currently picking their butt. We'll be back in 5 minutes. But like instead, it'd be great to put
Yeah.
a logo of some other company.
Why not?
Boom.
Boom. Just
Look at
like
us
that.
going, Kieran. We got this
Kieran,
for you.
we got this.
They're working on it.
Kieran, I love Kieran.
Me too.
Our sales team is on top of it.
She's the big boss. She's the biggie.
The actual corner office.
This part of the show is brought to you by Fallout Boy tickets. We have them all week. 9:05, we'll have a pair for you. 12:05, Mason's got you. And it's Jane at 5:05. We'll give you a code word. You take it to radioalice.com and enter the code word for your chance to win a pair of tickets for Fallout Boy's private concert before the big game on February 5th at the Regency Ballroom. So this is private. I don't think you can buy tickets for this. You have to win them. You have to win to get into this special event, courtesy of Red Light Management.
Couple suggestions on YouTube you can chat on YouTube, and I'm looking at those as well as text. You can put up pictures of Sarah's favorite horses
Oh,
or Sarah eating a banana.
hilarious.
You have a
Who's
favorite
that one
horse?
from? Adam Reyes. I love a lot of different horses. I don't have a favorite horse.
You like quarter horses?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah, quarter horses are great.
Do you like black
Big-
stallions?
You could have a black stallion in almost any breed of horse.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I
not
think
its
of them
own
as
thing.
Stallions,
Big
just
horses.
not a gelded. Any male
What?
horse that still has his huevos is a stallion.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
They're a gelding after they've been nutted.
Oh boy.
Any other questions about
I don't
horses?
wanna
You
talk
know,
about
I
this
want to talk
anymore.
about.
How
Well, you're the
somehow
one who
we got
brought up
into
the black
people getting
stallion. Although I
their
think in the
stuff
book,
taken away.
in the black stallion, the book, it's an Arabian horse.
You like
Specifically.
Arabian horses?
I do.
Ah.
They're beautiful. They have beautiful faces.
Do you like grays?
I do. I think that like a dapple gray.
I used to
Yes.
always, me and my friend Danny would go to the track at Del Mar because we lived right there, and it was seasonal, so it would only come around for like a month or two in the summer.
Oh,
And we'd go out there and we'd bring beer and we'd just get absolutely ripped, and
Sounds
we'd
like a
have
party.
our $20 to bet. But if there was a gray horse, we'd always go, oh, we got to get the gray. Always betting on the grays. I don't know why. I guess because, it's
did it work for you?
well,
Did it
sometimes
pay?
we won, sometimes we didn't.
Grays pay. That's not a saying or anything. I just, trying to figure out why you
No, it
would
was just,
do that.
I guess because they're unique.
Yeah. My favorite color is Blood Bay, which is like a dark, dark chestnut horse.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There was a horse where I grew up riding that was just like glowed red in the sun. Beautiful. Okay. Andy Dick is in the news. And as is often the case with Andy Dick in the past few years, it's not good news.
I don't think I know this guy.
So Andy Dick was, he's a comedian, and he was on a show called News Radio.
News
right?
Radio.
And he was great on that. But he was a stand-up guy. And what are like other claims to fame of his?
He's been in a few movies.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, kind of bit roles and
He
everything.
was happening for a while. Like he was
Yeah.
really funny. And
What's it?
Oh, was he on Ben Stiller's show?
He
Wasn't
was.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Him and Rogan were the two sort of players on News Radio with Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
So it was those three guys. And wait, was it Rogan?
Yeah, Rogan
Yeah, I
was
think
on.
Joe Rogan was
yeah,
on there.
he
That
played,
sounds
right.
he
Right?
played this the engineer for the radio station.
Okay. And Andy was very nerdy on the show and yet had become quite the star. Like
Yes.
I didn't really, you kind of don't realize this person who plays a dork on TV is a star in real life.
Yes, but is also dorky. He always had that kind of goofy, sciencey kid look to
Yeah,
him.
but he ended up becoming a big star and having a lot of problems because of the celebrity that
Right.
he'd attained.
Well, he has substance abuse problems. He's been in and out of rehab a million times.
I've known Andy for a few years there. Like every time he came to San Francisco, he would call me incessantly to like go out, meet him out.
And did you?
I went out once and it was the last time. Like he's just like, even for me at the time, like
And you were going hard.
I
at the
was going
time.
hard. Like he was just, and he was always trying to get me to go to bed with him. So he
He
was.
tried to do you.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't you just do it for the, to be able to say you did?
No, but he got to it was the point where like he was really like bothering me. Like he would call like
Oh.
late nights and
Well, you were a hot young stud.
Was he asking, are you interested in a thing? Or was he hitting on, like, how did he make his move to let
Yes.
you know that he wanted some
He trying to
Maddie?
sloppy kiss
Hey
you?
Maddie, you
or-
want to go bang? Like I mean, like he just say that. Like he no problem saying that.
Was
Oh,
he
okay.
joking? Is it possible that that's part of his
I didn't
shtick?
get the vibe that the late night calls and stuff
Oh.
were like weird. Like that was kind of like
Booty call-esque.
Yeah, it was very booty call esque. Like he's in town and
Hey,
'cause
girl, you up?
we had him on, a bunch of times
Yeah,
back in
yes.
those days. And I mean, I love him. Anybody that like knows him or has been around him, he is a very sweet, gentle,
Yes.
kind person.
If we had him on when you were here,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was doing the rounds for a while doing stand up, and he was always, if he made it, he was a good guest. There were times he didn't make it.
When I don't know about when you were having him on, but when we were having him on, we were in the old building is when he was coming
Yep,
around, and
that's
he
right.
was very
about that.
young and new, and he was good.
He was excellent every time. He was really a fun dude, and you could tell that things were going wrong. Well, you couldn't just tell; it was being reported. He'd be he was getting into fights with people even, and clearly rampant, falling out of clubs and spilling out of cars.
I think what Maddie just said is very true of a lot of people who suffer from addiction, which is he's a sweet guy and a nice
Yeah.
guy and a talented guy.
and people,
But when you become an addict, a drunk or a drug addict or all of the above, your behavior changes. And he is one of those guys who
Kinda
fought with
angry,
people and
yeah.
he hit women. I remember one of the
I
stories
think it was his fiance.
I don't even think it was that. You reported he was in Temecula or somewhere in the middle of like nowhere and got in a fight at a Buffalo Wild Wings and hit some lady.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
You
It's
don't-
not
you don't
funny
remember
at
that?
all. I remember him hitting people, and I remember him. I think he had physical altercations with the woman he was supposed to marry. Here's chapter
This is us
112.
recalling his history from memory, and now
Right.
we move forward with.
Apparently on Tuesday, right out in the open, on a set of concrete steps outside a building in Hollywood, Andy Dick suffered an apparent overdose. Luckily, TMZ was there to get video. There is video of this.
Is that him in his pajama
That
bottoms
is him
on a
in like the
stairwell,
plaid pajama bottoms. He's just sitting on the side of a building,
hunched over?
hunched over, as they are trying to. I guess these are friends. One of them looks like a paparazzo.
so the two guys with him, and I have video of them talking about what happened. If you want to hear a little bit about it, just you can hear how bad
Sure,
Andy
yeah,
sounds
turn
right
it up.
now.
So this is after the
That's
fact.
what I wanted to ask you. You know, are you okay?
Doesn't it look like I'm 100% fine? 110%.
Now I know you two were there with him yesterday. You know, are you guys able to tell us anything?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, what can you guys tell us?
I mean, we were going out to hang out with Andy.
Not their fault.
Adam had a whole entire day planned. And he got away. He got away from us for a few minutes. He did something that messed him up, and I had to run get some Narcan. But it was a group effort of all of our friends that, you know.
Did he just say I had to hit him with Narcan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
What is he on? What is his drug?
Well, he said he smoked
he
crack.
smoked crack with a stranger.
Yeah, some dude on the street, and it was, most likely not crack.
Well,
It's probably
honestly,
a fentanyl in it.
it looks like he is unconscious.
It looks like fentanyl.
When they lay him back, he's got those floppy arms and and a floppy neck. It is really sad. Bob has a very sad look on her face, and she doesn't even know Andy Dick. And he's slurring right now. And by the way, he's drinking clear liquid out of a clear tumbler, and I'm gonna say I hope it's water. But I'm water.
Yeah.
But
these friends happened to be out, and one of them was live streaming because he was riding a skateboard, and they were looking for I don't know if they're sober buddies. They're there to keep him out of trouble because they sounded like
one of them's carrying Narcan.
Yeah. Or maybe they're
maybe they're
enablers.
DJs, local DJs.
Yeah.
So in the clip, these friends are trying to help Andy.
They answered the late night calls. Is that what you're saying?
I guess so.
Okay.
Paramedics eventually showed up. They say that Andy Dick was not taken to the hospital. That they determined on the scene that I'm sure they could tell he was hammered or whatever was going on with him, but he apparently woke up maybe after the Narcan.
The Narcan, if you give it to somebody, it wakes them right up, like immediately.
Not the adrenaline shot to the heart.
I would say it's probably the same. Not this. It's not the
I'm
same
thinking
thing at
Pulp
all.
Fiction
I know
here,
you're thinking
but
Pulp
it's
Fiction,
right.
but yeah, it is something to snap
Right.
somebody out of one of these.
I have no experience with that.
Me either.
It's so amazing that it exists, and you can get it for free in some places in the city.
Is that so?
If you wanna house
I
lock
want
your
to carry it
person.
around because I'm
Yeah.
a
But
heroin addict.
but
That's usually
what you
for
have.
opiates, right?
Yeah. That's what you have. You have that for the fentanyl ODs now is
Yeah.
the main reason they're. I think they're giving it away in some places.
Well,
where-
she just said in San Francisco it's free.
And
Okay.
if you are not sure if that's what's happening, it's still okay to give it to them. It won't hurt somebody who's having something different happen to them.
Oh,
It's safe.
well, that's a nice backup plan to have somewhere.
Yep.
Maybe we should all be carrying that.
A lot of people carry it at festivals and stuff like that,
Mm.
which is why I'm familiar.
They allow that in. They see a needle and they're like, okay.
I think now
Interesting.
you will see places, you know how there's booths in festivals?
Yes.
I think now you'll see a festival booth set up where you can get that. Whether
or where
that's
someone, it's there and you drag your person who's
it
having
might
trouble
even
there.
be one of those medical tents.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it's just, they're not necessarily giving it away, but if you go there and say, I have a friend who needs, they'd probably give it to you.
Every paramedic carries it. So
Yes.
if they had a medical tent, they'll have that because it is an epidemic. I mean, you just walking through San Francisco, you'll see the fentanyl lean.
It's unbelievable.
They're sitting and they're leaned over and they're catatonic and it's terrible. So yeah.
So TMZ went to Andy's apartment. That's what this video is from.
Oh.
And he is wasted. I'm sorry. He can say he's 100%. That dude right there, he's alive. He's kicking. He's talking, slurring. But he, at least isn't passed out on the street. He said Tuesday's incident occurred because he smoked crack with some guy he just met. Andy is 59. He's been in and out of rehab and jail approximately 972 times.
Rehab, people are mistaken, and I learned this the hard way, but when I finally went, I was like, yeah, fix me. I'm ready to just get on with my life. I've tried. I can't get out of this cycle I'm stuck in, and I have pretty good willpower when I want to and couldn't. and you go to rehab, and they'll get you out of your situation, and they'll teach you about what the mistakes you're making, but ultimately, then they send you out into the world, and you have to figure it out. And if you don't, cut people out of your life and stop repeating the things the systems and places that you were going before, you'll go right back to it.
Yep.
Every time. So that it's not that he's necessarily a flunky. He's just not getting that he's got to get out. He probably needs to get out of LA.
Right.
I mean, and drugs and alcohol will find you anywhere you go.
Yeah.
But it's clearly not working for him.
He knows where to go and where to get. And obviously, when you have enablers, especially when you've got a little bit of celebrity, people, even Andy Dick's celebrity, these two guys seem very glommed onto him. Like, I don't know. I don't know if they're enablers or they're trying to keep him straight. I don't know.
I don't know either. But okay, so he lived.
He did.
But he's not cleaned up his act at all.
It does not appear. I'm looking at his net worth. They say he's worth about $300,000.
From probably millions.
Right. I don't know about things like syndication money or royalties that he might be getting from that. Maybe he gets other royalties. Maybe he has some kind of an income, but that's I don't know how much he's using, but that $300,000 when you're using like that, and there's people around you with their hands out, that doesn't last forever.
He's not. I haven't heard. Pardon me. I haven't heard of him doing any stand-up, any jobs in years.
Not for a long time.
So it's clear he's going in and out of sobriety and probably more time than not spent like this. But he's a guy with enough talent that if he clears his head, he could go do shows and build that money right back up.
I agree with you. I find him, when he's sober and funny, he's cutting and delightful and sarcastic and sharp. And I wish him nothing but the best.
I don't watch him.
Get yourself out of this.
But do you guys know, is he a guy who turns up at all those roasts?
I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him at any. I haven't seen him at anything, and
he seems like he'd be a good roaster.
I'm trying to figure out, like, where has he been? I don't think he does any stand up, but maybe he was doing that. But I guess not. Okay.
Last time he was through, it was for stand up. It was long ago. I mean, obviously, long before the pandemic. I have a Conan O'Brien story, and it's an interesting one. It has to do with dealing with death and grief. And his way is interesting. Last Christmas, his parents both died within 3 days of each other. And so he has kind of a weird way of dealing with it. Now, how do you want to, I don't know what audio you have
So this
here,
is, Will Arnett is talking to Conan.
This is the guys from the Smartless podcast. So it starts with a three-way call between Jason and
Bateman.
Yes, and the other guy who's on the three-way with Will Arnett and Jason Bateman. They're on a three-way text conversation, and Conan now is on
so
the podcast.
They explained it.
Okay,
so Conan's on the podcast, and Will's like, "Hey, can we talk about this? That your parents died last year, and this is where it goes."
Okay. So I hear that your dad passes away, and I text you that day or the next day, and I said, "Hey, listen, I'm sorry to hear about your dad's passing. Sending love from our family to yours." Mm-hmm. And you wrote, "Thank you, Will. To be honest, I blame Bateman
for the death of my father.
The day after his father dies."
Yeah,
right. So I wrote, "It's not a terrible theory," and Conan texted me back, "He killed my dad."
Oh my God!
Okay. My dad, can I say, in fairness, my dad would have loved this.
Okay. So
that is.
So then Bateman.
But listen, it goes on.
It gets a little better.
You
here.
can't even believe it.
Bateman, I tell Bateman this, we're doing a thing that day. So the next day, Bateman texts you, and he says, "Arnett tells me you're on to me."
Yes.
And Conan texts Bateman, he says, "Bateman, do yourself a favor, turn yourself in." Right?
Yeah.
2 days after your dad passes, of course, your mom passed away.
Yeah, which I did not see coming.
Which you did not see coming. So I text you, 2 days after, I knew you were in Boston. I said, Bateman is asking for your sister's street address.
Yes.
Okay to give.
Yeah.
And you were busy that weekend. Like, a day and a half later, you texted back. Just seeing this now. Fantastic. 625 Boylston Street, apartment 12C. Tell Bateman to make it look like a robbery.
Oh,
You know what's weird? I swear to God, this is how I grieve.
I know.
his quote there goes on. It was so comforting for me to screw around with you guys at that moment. And if that makes me a madman, then so be it.
You know what? I have always loved Conan. I realize he strikes people the wrong way, and he's
I don't love
pretty
his
kooky.
talk show, but he's got like that.
I love him.
Conan,
Yeah, I love him too.
He has a show that's based on his podcast where he talks to someone during the podcast, and then he'll like fly to Bolivia and interact with them in real life.
Oh,
And it's a
Conan O'Brien has a friend, I believe.
that's a guy with
yeah.
NBC money, though.
oh yeah, oh no,
Oh, and
he's got plenty of money.
That podcast sold for multiple millions of dollars.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
good.
he's. I find him to be one of the best off the cuff people. Ever. Like when he's out interacting in the world and sort of reacting to situations and things that people say, he is brilliant. So anyway, there you go. That's Conan O'Brien jokingly blaming Jason Bateman for the death of his parents.
I
Right?
blame.
Right. So funny.
Bateman's wanting your sister's address.
Okay to give.
Okay. That's
All right. On that note, what is coming up in the news, Vin?
It's not the pajamas, dummy. After these.
It's all thought out. You
That's
have
a
your
no.
answer. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Alice 97.3. Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Bad advice is back. And thank you to everyone who's sent problems. They're delicious. And if you haven't, you can email any kind of problem you have, whatever it's about, however big, however small, badadvice973@gmail.com. Tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, we're going to pull one or two, and we'll solve your problems for you right here on Alice.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by Jumpstart MD.
Nice.
You can lose weight during the holidays. You can with Jumpstart MD. Start for just $25 when you mention radio, RADIO. Mention radio to save $25. Call 855-JUMPSTART or visit jumpstartmd.com. Here's what's happening. There was heavy fog this morning, overcast conditions. We should see the sun break through and highs in the mid-60s. Also, if you're just joining the show, we already did Bob's Movie Club where we talked at length about Love Actually.
Yeah, we actually just did a little video in the hallway talking about the secrets of it. Some of the
fun
like
facts.
Yeah, little known facts about the movie.
Well, I thought it was really interesting because as I was watching it last night, there's a scene and then it just cuts away. And now we're in the Prime Minister's car as he's pulling up to walk into the new or whatever. Is he a prime minister?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm like, Jesus, who can keep up with this thing? And as I thought about the editing, which it's you're going through 10 different stories, I thought, I wonder if people thought they should have edited some of these storylines out. It's too much. And Bob said they did. They edited out 4 storylines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the okay for regular television version of this, the whole porn star or the porn stand-ins is edited out, obviously, because they're nude.
Right.
By the way, if you have kids and you want to watch that version, it's on Freeform.
Oh, thank you.
Because I accidentally got that version the other day.
No!
And I was like, where is my porn star?
I know.
But Freeform, you can do it on there.
Is that Bilbo Baggins? That's Bilbo, isn't it?
It is one of the guys from that. Yes.
And he's also on the Sherlock Holmes thing, right? What is his name? Martin something. It really doesn't matter.
Here's what's
I retract
happening.
the question.
Okay.
His mom thinks his name matters, but okay.
Well, we're not talking to his mom.
I mentioned this yesterday, and here's the response. Secretary of Transportation and what is
former Road Rules
Road
host.
Rules is the name I was looking for. Secretary of Transportation and former Road Rules star Sean Duffy recently mentioned a few things that he hopes will improve the behavior in airports. And we've seen enough of these storylines where enough people have had their trip or their business trip or their interview ruined because some guy or girl starts popping off, and the next thing you know, they got to turn the plane around or land the plane somewhere to get this person off the plane and into jail.
Right.
His first time speaking as Secretary of Transportation, he lamented the rise of casual dress among airline passengers and mentions maybe we go back to an era where people don't wear their pajamas to the airport.
Okay.
The people
That'll
have,
solve everything.
Well,
I mean,
and-
I get so angry when I see someone in pajamas. I just start lashing out at the flight attendants.
Almost no one responded with, well, that'll fix everything.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, 99% of the problems that happen on planes, in airports, all of that stuff is that everyone's, those people are sloshed.
Overserved.
It's like, I was thinking about this. It's a flying bus is what it is.
Mhm.
You're going from one place to another. If at every bus station there were bars to get drinks as you're waiting for your bus, and then they're coming down with a cart and serving you more on the bus. Like, that's just, I don't understand why those things went hand in hand. Maybe it was like, I'm afraid to fly. I need to relax. Maybe that was where the whole thing started. But now people are systematically going to the airport, getting hammered, going on the plane, I guess hoping to sleep. I don't know.
Well, that might be part of it. I also think sometimes the problem is a delayed flight.
Yeah.
Like a person who's gotten to the airport, ready to go, now gets told it'll be an hour. All right,
Would you
I
like
guess
a
I'll
double?
I'll go have a drink or
Right.
something, and then that begins the. But either way, the people have spoken. Only 8% of Americans say dressing too casually is any part of the problem at all.
Right.
So I just thought I'd follow it up. I did the story yesterday where he said that. Americans have spoken and said, no, that's not it. It might be the booze. I'll tell you something. At sporting events,
Yes.
actually, I was in an elevator just yesterday with my Valkyries cap on. Go Valks. And they're playing right now, but you know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
Anyway, someone goes,
Support.
hey, Valkyries. And I go, and they said something, and I said, I haven't been to a sporting event that was that pleasurable from start to finish, maybe ever. Because either it's the weather that, it rains on you at a football game, or someone's S-faced and barfs, and you're like,
Great, I'm going to sit next to that now.
I got to
That's
smell.
fun.
So there's a bunch of things, but often it is the booze that becomes the end of fun at some sporting
Yes.
event for everyone, either the person that got wasted or the people watching that behavior going, oh, God.
Well, we don't, public drunkenness it really isn't allowed. Like, they can arrest you for public drunkenness. So I don't understand why we allow it on airlines or at sporting events.
And the sporting event thing is curious because they do
So
say
many problems.
they really know it's a problem. But it's also a big part of
Yes.
the advertising campaigns
The
when you're watching
profitability.
the games. It's all big part of the profitability in the stadiums.
Yes, the $30 beer.
But the parking lot party,
Parking lot
there's the problem.
party.
They're not making profit off that. These people are
The
bringing their
tailgating,
booze
right.
in.
But it's part of the culture.
It
so
is.
It's part
It's
of the
part of
whole
the
reason
event.
why it's successful. And also, most people are fine. We shouldn't let people who can't handle themselves ruin it for the rest of us.
Well, then the people who can handle it need to keep their people who can't out of there.
Agreed.
Like, can we not self-police? Like, I'm sorry, but you're under arrest. You're staying in the living room and getting drunk on our couch while I go to the game.
We need more citizens arrests.
We do. Nothing.
No, that'll
drunk.
fix everything.
Yeah. People suck.
Try saying something to a
I know.
belligerent Raiders fan. Try it.
My brothers, we went down to see West Virginia play UCLA, and I was very, very inebriated by the time we got in.
Oh, you are that
doing
guy. yeah.
the thing back and forth. And they had a moment of silence for these miners
Oh,
that had
no.
died,
Oh,
and
no.
I chose to yell, "Let's go Mountaineers" during it. Which, by the way, I interviewed a kid later who went to UCLA, and he was like, "That was you?" Like he was at the game. And my brothers were trying so hard to just keep me from shutting up and doing it. I got kicked out in the first
You know
quarter.
what?
First
I'm gonna
quarter,
tell you
I
something.
got kicked out on my
It's your
butt.
brother's fault. Your brother should
Your
have said
brother's
no.
fault.
I actually wonder if there shouldn't just be some kind of, I'm sorry, but if you're hammered, you can't enter. Whatever it is, whether it's you've tailgated, if you're so hammered that your brothers are holding you up, they don't let you in. If you're so hammered that you're leaning on your suitcase and about to fall down, you don't get to get on the plane.
I don't think they will, but I do think because I've been to games recently, there's a crush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are crushing in. There's a bottleneck situation. There's definitely a wasted person can slide right by somebody because they only see someone for a millisecond
Right.
before they're past them and into the stadium. So I don't know what'll be and maybe they won't fix it.
There won't be. Well, I guess we can all choose to not go to the place where we'll get vomited on.
But it turns
But
out
sometimes you do need to fly.
the people have spoken. You can wear your pajama bottoms. That's not the problem at the airports.
It really isn't.
Thank goodness. I wasn't going to stop.
How about a fast fact?
I love fast facts. You know that. Fast facts. So does Pajama Baby over there.
Ben Franklin once published a book called The Drinker's Dictionary with 200 different terms to describe being drunk. They included things ranging from he's seen the devil and juicy.
Oh, he's juicy.
Is it Ben Franklin? Everybody.
He invented a lot of things.
Yeah, he did.
He's a guy who figured it all out.
Some would say a heroic American. I'm sure others might have stories about him that would be less than heroic.
Yeah, there are some, like, your history teacher who said everything you know is wrong. Didn't he do like a bunch of dissections and stuff too?
They found skeletal remains under his house from him doing dissections. I mean,
he would buy corpses.
Yeah.
Right out of the morgue, I guess. Or maybe he had people grave rob for him. Grave rob.
In his time, he was the most famous person in the world.
Well, we credit him with electricity. I think he
Poor
invented
Richard's Almanac
the
was
post
published
office.
in every country in the
Didn't he do
world.
the first punch clock? Like, I think he had all kinds of...
The lightning rod.
I really like his glasses.
Bifocals.
Sure, the Ben
National
Franklin
Treasure.
glasses.
Pumbaa from The Lion King
Okay.
Pumbaa and Timon
was the first character to break wind in a Disney movie.
Is that so?
Yeah, Pumbaa.
And you usually don't even acknowledge that animals have butts.
For the record, this is an opportunity. I wasn't planning this, but I'm just going to do it now. People will tell you, oh, boys, they're so gross with their farting talk, and they're girls are just as bad. They're just as bad.
They can be.
My daughters, the farting, they laugh forever. They want to talk about it. They want to fart and then blame it on you and laugh it as you're like, wait a minute, I'm just sitting here. No, you.
Yeah, ripping farts is like one of the funnest things. It's just, especially if you can just like do it just with the right timing, you know?
Yeah, that's your brand. That's my saying, and you don't get to.
And now they know.
And
now they know your brand.
But it's not my brand. They walk in a room, fart, and then point at you.
Or the dog. The poor dog. That's it a lot.
Who knew girls were so into farting?
Well, they are kids.
Oh, I guess that's it.
Where I do feel like, you know, it's juvenile to think that stuff's funny. I never outgrew it. I still think it's funny. I love it. It's hilarious.
You love it.
I do. I just think it's like, who cares? Everybody farts.
A 9-year-old.
Use it to your advantage. Get a laugh.
A 9-year-old boy in Iowa named Colton Holmes.
Yes. 9 years old.
9 years
Iowan.
old. Iowan.
Colton.
Took the time to shovel snow from around a fire hydrant near his house last week. He was doing a good deed. I didn't grow up with snow, so I don't know of the weekly or daily shoveling reality.
Yeah.
But I guess this is something that he did because, you can't have the fire hydrant in the neighborhood covered in snow.
Right. It needs to be cleaned off.
There was a house fire the very next day.
Oh, my.
On the same block where he lives, where he'd shoveled the snow. And the fire department said not having to clear the snow may have saved lives. They're rewarding Colton by giving him a ride to school in a fire truck this Friday. And it's just one of those things where you'd go, who knew?
That is so great.
But Colton, and the picture of Colton, by the way, he's got a little, hold on, I got it right here. He's got
this little Iowan.
He's got glasses, and he's got a Pikachu
hat on,
knit
yeah.
cap.
Oh, it's great.
But there he is posing by the fire hydrant, which, don't get too close, Colton. That's where dogs go all summer.
You got to stay away from the yellow snow.
Yeah.
Colton.
But isn't that cute? There he is.
Really
He's got
cute.
Pikachu gloves too. But
he is dressed for the weather. That is, I will tell you, winter can be beautiful, but man, the realities of like commuting in a snowy place, like, is it Michigan? Is it Wisconsin? I don't know. Even Philadelphia, for God's sake. Growing up where I did, like you would get like blisters on your hands through your mittens. Because you'd have to shovel. You'd have to go out, warm your car up, turn your car on, let it run while you shoveled it out and shoveled the path from the house.
I know
Oh,
nothing
God.
of this.
I know.
I didn't grow up with any of that.
It is.
But it was a great way to make money when you're like 8 or 9. Like that's
Right,
I
you could go
shoveled
shovel a
sidewalks
walk,
all
yeah.
the time for people.
My dad had a plow on his car. He'd go plow out some neighbors. And
With such heavy snowfall, the city had put out a call for families and their kids to clear out another essential part of the city's infrastructure, the fire hydrants. He did it. He said, I wanted to help. I wanted to be a hero. But that was, okay. So he did that. But then it turned out to be needed.
Yeah.
And he did become a hero.
That's
Way to go,
great.
Colton. Way to shovel snow, kid.
I love it.
I love it too. I think that's cute. GameStop.
Okay.
The last time they made the news was this pump and dump stock thing, right?
Right, where a bunch of people were buying up all the stock.
The GameStop
to make
stock.
Yeah.
It
Shut
jumped up.
Then they all sold it, and everybody who didn't sell it,
who got caught,
Right.
who went, oh, GameStop's back. I'm in on this. But they didn't follow up with the info on sell now. Sell right now while it's high.
Right.
And they got burned. Anyway, GameStop makes the news again. Some people donate their old stuff to Goodwill at the end of the year, hoping for a small tax write-off. Last weekend, you could have... Oh, and there's always this... I don't know if this happens in your neighborhood. Our trash people, every now and then, will have we'll take everything you can fit in a bag day.
Yes.
You ever have that?
Right, odd size stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a...
You get a handout with your cans, so I go to get my cans, and I get the handout, and it says, in 2 weeks... You
Right.
can throw anything away. And all of a sudden, I'm running through the backyard going, well, this can go and that can go.
Oh, boy.
And, you know, there's...
We check with the missus first.
Well, there's toys and things. Like
Yeah.
we had this play school little fort back there. They hadn't played in it in years.
The colors faded
it was
to like
spider-filled
beige,
and
right.
faded,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even something you could donate, really. It was just
A hunk
garbage.
of plastic.
Right. Anyway... I guess GameStop does a thing where you could take anything into GameStop and get actual trade for They got taxidermied animals, including a bobcat and a goose,
Okay.
a creepy doll collection, used Air Jordans, a speed limit sign. All of these things were taken in at the GameStop Trade Anything Day.
And what did you get?
You got store credit
Oh,
to buy something within the store, which is...
what did they do with it all?
I don't know. I guess took it to the dump.
Yeah.
A dog portrait.
Oh.
A can... I'm not going to read that one. An instant steaming Wii disc.
I got to know what it was.
Streaming Wii disc from Netflix. I don't even... A copy of the Declaration of Independence.
Oh.
A VHS tape with episodes of Friends on it.
Oh, that's valuable.
Anyone who brought in... What'd you say?
If it has the commercials, that'd be so fun to watch.
The old commercials, it would be fun.
You hate commercials.
But I would love to see old commercials that I haven't seen in years. Like, oh, look at that commercial. I remember that.
Nostalgia, Vinny. Come on.
Well,
yeah, Vinny.
You heard her. She won't watch anything unless it's...
Yeah, I don't want to watch
She'll wait a whole extra day to watch Survivor because she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to watch the commercials. I'm going to watch that today. Oh.
Anyone who brought in anything got at least $5 credit.
Oh. So even if they were like, nah. They
they got $5 credit, and they say they took in more than 80,000 items during the event.
Wow. Weird. Very weird.
It's a way to get people in your store.
Yes, it certainly
And there's
is.
no doubt when I see that little flyer that says you can dump anything off here today, I'm like, oh, let me look around the house.
Find some stuff to dump.
I'll find something.
This broken chair's out of here.
Our text number is 800-400-3697. Maddie's on the show.
I love this. From the 707. Am I the only one questioning if little Colton set the house fire?
Oh, gosh. Colton.
You know what? You were the only one questioning it, but now we all suspect little Colton. So I hope you're happy.
Little pyro Colton.
Oh, man.
408. I'm a California girl who had to live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for 4 years, and dealing with the snow was just awful. Anna from San Jose.
And the snow is wetter and heavier on the East Coast too. It's like when we were in Tahoe, like it was just like phew, phew, like it just turns into powder in the sky. You can't even make snowmen out of it. It's just not wet enough. But back home, it's like it's like lifting a huge bag of flour with every single shovel. You'd have to take it in sections because you couldn't lift it all at once.
Well, and there are people who leave home and never go back because of the weather.
Yeah, the weather is...
You hear them all the time, and they get to California, and then suddenly they're like, I'm cold. It's cold here. And you go, what are you?
Your blood thins out.
You're from Boston!
But your
you
blood
get soft.
thins out. You get really soft.
Yeah, I go home, and I'm a little softer every year I go home. I put another layer on. This year I had a heated vest that I wore.
Oh,
that's
yeah. Nice. That sounds great.
A heated vest?
Yes.
You're from West Virginia.
I know, but it's just...
Doesn't matter where you're from.
Yeah.
Matters where
And I
you
can't
live.
stand the cold that we're having right now. Like
I know, it's
I'm
so
angry.
cold right
I'm
now.
angry at it every
Like,
morning when I go out to walk the dog.
I'm surrounded by East Coasters, and they're the ones that are freezing. Even Bob is going,
It's really cold.
You know, it's very human to be adaptable.
Yes, Vinny. We're very adaptable. That's all. Coming up, the best Hillary Swank headline I've ever seen. I might just tell you the headline and move on. It's so great.
All right.
Plus, an interesting decision on how to handle a stalker. Yeah. Alice, 97.3. Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Thank you so much for listening. It is practically Friday, you guys. What are we, 2 weeks from Christmas now? Incredible.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
We just had a little Christmas breakfast.
Uh-huh.
That was nice.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, you're welcome. I do enjoy an egg and bacon bagel.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. This part of the show is brought to you by Creative Energy. John and I sat in the hot tub just with the steam last. Oh, it was so cold outside. We got in our hot tub. Oh, so nice. Oh, I love it.
You are just bursting with goodness today.
Oh, I'm full of energy. Thanks to Creative Energy. You got me all relaxed. I'm feeling good.
You just did your Louis Armstrong impression, though.
Oh, Creative Energy.
I got them blues.
I got no blues because of them. They've got an end of the year clearance sale going on right now at Creative Energy. Creative Energy is hot tubs and saunas, endless pools, those ones you swim against the water that's coming out. Like, that's cool. Good exercise in just a small amount of space. They got it all. And they have an inventory clearance sale going on right now. This is the end of the year sale. Hurry in, because when the clearance inventory is gone, it's gone. Visit creativeenergy.com. God, it feels good. I teased you with the best Hillary Swank headline I've ever seen. In my life.
And you cut out the commercial before I could say, that's a name from the history books at this point. Like, I don't know. She was the greatest actress running. What was that movie called? Boys Don't Cry. No, it's Is it Boys Don't Cry?
It's not Boys Don't Cry.
I'm thinking $1 Million Baby.
Well, $1 Million Baby
that
was
came
huge.
after, but there was one before
With
that where
Chloe
she played.
Sevigny.
Yeah.
Yes.
She played a trans.
Yeah. I thought it was Boys Don't Cry.
Yeah,
I thought so
Boys
too.
Don't Cry?
Yeah,
It is from
Okay.
1999.
and so she came out with
That she's so good in that movie. I think about that movie all the time.
She was also excellent in The Karate Kid 3.
Oh,
I wasn't aware.
but anyway,
I didn't
she
see
was
one and
like
two, so.
next level actress. Got a couple big time Oscar. I think she won.
Yeah, I think she did too. I think she won for $1 Million Baby. She has twins, so that could be keeping her busy.
Sorry, I
what
just
else.
picked my teeth because we were eating, and then I realized,
I
I'm
don't
on
think
camera.
I always forget that we're on camera. By the way, you can watch us live on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/@RadioAlice973.
So funny. I just did the same thing. I
It's
just
far too
started
late
picking
with
my
the-
teeth, and I'm like, oh, I'm on camera. Arr.
Here is the headline. in
Hillary
question.
Swank headline that you can't believe.
It's not that I can't believe it. It's just excellent. I just love it.
All
I
right.
saw that and I went, well, I'm definitely clicking on that. Hillary Swank apologizes for lashing out at mom taking terminally ill sons on a Make-A-Wish trip to Disney. Would you like to hear it again?
Yeah.
Hillary Swank apologizes for lashing out at mom taking terminally ill sons on Make-A-Wish trip. The trip is to Disney.
Did they get to cut? Did the sick children get to pass the line and she was upset with it?
They were at the airport.
Uh-huh.
And the mom is holding her phone in wherever they are in this airport. And she lifts it up and she's trying to call the dad to find out where her 2 terminally ill sons are. And Hillary thinks she's trying to take a picture of Hillary Swank, movie star.
Oh, boy.
Famous actress.
Oh, my goodness.
So
The
here's what
self-centeredness of it all, isn't it?
Again, the headline is Hillary Swank apologizes for lashing out at mom taking terminally ill sons on a Make-A-Wish trip. Hillary Swank actually reached out to her personally to apologize. Jada Bafis, or something like that. Bafis? Jada Bafis was she has 2 terminally ill kids. They both have the same, I think it's like an MS thing. Here it is. I'm going to just read you what she posted on, I think this might be Twitter.
She being Hillary?
No, the mom.
The mom.
This was the mom.
BAFTA.
Bafis.
Right.
BAFTA. Sounds great. Last Monday, I was trying to find my son during his Make-A-Wish America trip to Disneyland when Hillary Swank turned around and snapped at me. You got what you needed? Get what you came for? Enjoy that picture. ma'am, I wasn't taking a picture of you. I was trying to find my 2 terminally ill boys at baggage claim. But thanks for poking at his stressed mom on her kid's Make-A-Wish trip. Iconic timing because apparently Hillary used to live in Spokane. This has happened in Spokane. So random. So she says, I just looked like, I was trying to call my husband. I wasn't taking a picture. You get what you needed. Get what you came for. And then Hillary Swank stormed off. All mad at this lady. So then it gets back to Hillary. What she did. The mom says, it just hurt my feelings because I was starting my son's Make-A-Wish trip, which she wouldn't have known. But it's just one of those situations where it was one of my first encounters with a celebrity. So I thought it was a little comical. We just don't know what others are going through. I was just a stressed mom trying to navigate LAX. Her son, here it is. Her sons have Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
Oh.
You know about this?
Yeah, I had a friend growing up whose younger brother had this. Or actually, it was her older brother. But
they actually say that it's degenerative till you're like 12, and then
you're bedbound.
And it's terminal. It typically leads to loss of mobility by age 12 and a shortened lifespan. So these kids I think they're 4 and 7. So she's trying to take her kids while she still can to Disneyland. It's a rare genetic disorder defined by extreme muscle weakness. BAFTA later noted that Swank did reach out with an apology.
As she needed to.
Yes.
Without question.
She said, Hillary Swank, in her apology, told this lady, I was worried about my own twins. I have twins, Aya and Ohm, O-H-M.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want them photographed. And so that's why she was so
well
mad.
Played, Hillary. But you had already stepped in dinosaur dump.
Yeah. So the story is, I think it's actually kind of sad. And you learn about this Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Like it's terrible. Like it's really all about the headline for me. I just did feel like, of all the people to snap at, of course, it has to be the mom with the 2 kids going on the Make-A-Wish trip. So it's not like the story's uplifting or anything. The apology was made and accepted.
When people decide to have kids, there's this thing where they're like, I really want a boy or a girl. And then you hear the common, I just want him or her to be healthy. And that really is what it comes down to.
I'll take anything. Give me a healthy one.
Just please let him or her be okay.
Right.
And
life is hard enough.
If something's wrong, the amount of denial and the amount of pain you must experience as a parent, and then to find out you've got 2 sick kids.
I know. Oh my God, one after the other. I can't even imagine it. I can't imagine that.
And how that changes even the simplest day in your life. For every day now is a worry and a concern and a stressor.
Right.
And to undertake going to Disney. Whoa.
They're both ambulatory now. Like right now I'm looking at them. They're on rides. They're strapped in. They're standing. They seem to be getting around. So now is the time. If there's ever going to be a time for her to take them. Her and they look like just nice people.
I almost feel sorry for Hillary Swank right now.
I do feel bad for her. Like, obviously, she wasn't trying to yell at us.
But she stepped in the biggest pile.
All you can do is apologize and move on.
Yep.
It was an accident. The mom was probably standing there with her phone like this,
Sure.
in front of her face, looking around. Sometimes you're just oblivious. And to Hillary, it looked like she was taking a picture.
Right. And Pete, she is also a human being who probably was having a bad day.
Right.
You're in the airport. That always sucks.
You're traveling with your twins. That sounds hard.
Right. Toddler twins, too. Ooh.
It's okay, Hillary, if you're listening.
Yeah, we forgive you as well. And we're sorry to have stumbled upon this incredibly great headline. Hillary Swank apologizes for lashing out at a mom taking terminally ill sons on a Make-A-Wish trip.
Well, and the mom could have certainly said something to the effect of, what have you done that I would even know about?
Yeah. I don't even know who you are, lady. I haven't heard of you in 15 years.
Celebrity my ass.
Anyway, there's that story.
Yikes.
Fun one.
Wow.
I like that one. This one, you're going to love this one. You won't
All
love
right.
it. It's also awful. It's terrible. People will have their own reaction to this, but I, for one, laughed my ass off.
Okay.
It was just not what I expected. Jack Nicholson, it's the 80s. It's the early 80s. I mean, he's, he
was one of the
younger
biggest
guy,
stars.
huge star. There's a guy by the name of Ben Dreyfuss.
I don't know him.
He is the son of Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, okay.
Dreyfuss. Jaws star Richard Dreyfuss. Richard Dreyfuss has been in a million things. They throw Jaws in here, but I feel like people know him from many.
You know
other
what I
things.
liked him in, and he's since
The
gone on to
Opus,
be Mr. Holland's Opus was
Yeah.
really good. He's gone on to be someone that really has bad opinions and should just keep
I
his
haven't
trap.
heard.
And he's
Anyway,
just-
it's not. This story isn't about him.
Got it.
We won't get derailed. This is that guy's kid.
Okay.
This guy's name is Ben Dreyfuss. He is the product of Richard Dreyfuss and a woman named Jeremy Rain. It's a woman, Jeremy Rain. Jeremie. Jeremy.
Okay.
Jeremy.
Okay, we're gonna go Jeremy.
Jeremy
Rain. Jeremy Rain has a son named Ben Dreyfuss. Dreyfuss.
Are you sure it's Ben? Is it not Bean?
It's Bean.
Bean
Dreyfuss.
Dreyfuss.
We're
Bean
getting
Dreyfuss.
so far off the thing.
Bean Dreyfuss.
This story is about Jeremy Rain and Jack Nicholson.
Why do you sound like me right now? What's happening to you?
Just don't know.
Jeremy
Rain dated Jack Nicholson in the early 80s. So he's at the height of his fame. And
Jack Nicklaus, the golfer.
what did I say, Nicholas?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm derailing
Don't.
you.
Oh my God, please stop.
Jack Nicholson,
Wait.
yes.
Who did who?
Jeremy Riney and Bean Dreyfuss
Dreyfuss. I
did
think.
something with Jack Nicholson.
Okay, there's a woman named Jeremy
Yeah.
who dated Jack Nicholson, the world famous actor, in the early 80s.
But also dated Richard
Later
Dreyfuss.
had a baby with Richard Dreyfuss.
Okay.
The baby is the one telling the story.
All right.
And that is why he's included in this.
This is Bean Dreyfuss.
Bean Dreyfuss,
Okay,
whose mom, Jeremy Rain, dated Jack Nicholson.
gotcha. I'm following now.
You know what's weird about Jack Nicholson, if I could?
Sure.
He is so freaking intense in some of the movies he's done, in particular The Shining.
Like
that-
he's going to kill you.
Like you almost wouldn't want to date him. I'm actually
I wouldn't.
surprised that's translated to him becoming a Hollywood playboy, because in reality you might think, not that guy.
Yeah.
Too intense.
He's really good at playing intense and angry
Yep.
and murderous.
Okay, go on.
What did Bean
Jeremy.
do? What did Bean and Jeremy do?
Jack Nicholson's dating Jeremy.
Oh, okay. They're dating.
They're dating. It's the early 80s. She's at his house.
Mm-hmm.
He'd been getting disturbing phone calls from a random woman. Now, this is back in the day where if you got somebody's phone number, you can call it anytime you want, from a pay phone, from your own home phone. Nobody had, I don't even think we had caller ID in the early 80s.
We didn't have answering machines for the longest time.
Right.
Only rich people did.
I didn't have
Well,
that
he was rich,
as a
but-
kid.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Not
No
even
answering
no,
machine,
absolutely
none.
not.
We never had one
Right.
or maybe I was a senior in high school.
I remember when call waiting was like people got so many phone calls. They were on the phone so much to communicate with other people that you'd all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, there's a beeping sound. I have another call. Please hold. And you go over to the other call. That was like mad technology in the day. So Jack Nicholson's dating Jeremy. They're at his house. He's getting these disturbing phone calls from a woman, and they weirded him out so much that he was telling everyone who would possibly pick up the phone in the house, you got to ignore this lady. Like she's crazy. One day, Jeremy's there, and the woman shows up and gets to his front door and knocks on it. And she and Jack apparently answered the door together, and they and let her in. This stalker woman comes into the house. They're all in the living room together. Jack is like, it's a problem. He's trying to tell her, you got to get out of here. And he says, Jeremy, this is Jack Nicholson, please go call for help. Let's get the police involved in this. So she has to get up, leave the room, go to the other place in the house where there's a phone attached to a wall, no doubt. She picks it up. She's got to dial, let's get the police on the line. It's going to take a couple minutes. So she calls for help. She goes back to the living room, and the living room's empty. She's like, what's going on here? So she goes looking for him, and she finds them in a bedroom where Jack was getting to Australia from the stalker.
Oh.
Just like that quick.
Yeah.
I need further
What's
clarification.
Bean have to do with this?
He's the one who
He
tells
heard
the story
from his mom.
From his mom.
He's getting or giving?
Getting. He's getting. He's
okay.
getting it.
All right.
I said going to Australia, but what I should have said is he was getting to Australia.
No, the way you said it left me wondering.
It made me too. I want to make sure I clarified that.
Okay.
It happens.
The setup of the story was so long, and then I just feel like we missed a couple chapters between she comes into the house and then
she comes in. He's trying to tell her why she can't be stalking him anyway. This is my girlfriend. You got to get out of here. Apparently, as soon as Jeremy left the room to call for the police, which takes some time in the olden days, this lady's like, "Hey, you want me to you?" And he's all, okay.
You don't say. Wow.
I didn't realize that was an option.
Just this once. Just this once. And then you got to go.
So she finds them. She got to search through. I'm sure he lives in a mansion. She got to search through the house. She opens the bedroom door, and there they are. And then the lady's all, enjoying herself. And Jeremy lost it and screamed, "What the F is wrong with you?" And Jack says, "She offered me Australia. I wasn't going to say no." And that is when Jeremy broke up with him. And that was the end of the relationship between Jack Nicholson. I don't know if he went on to date this stalker or if he was just like, "Thanks for that. Never come back here."
Oh, my God. Can I read a couple texts?
Sure, of course.
510, Jeremy, born in West Virginia.
Is that true?
510, OMG, this is the longest story ever told. It's a crafted story, people. This was all practiced ahead
Honestly,
of time.
was it?
No.
I wasn't at the practice, I don't think.
People really compliment Vinny's storytelling, but Sarah, that was
Yeah.
that was
You know
really
what?
good.
I actually think the only thing, forget my storytelling, it's my perseverance. I was determined to get that story out.
And 415, my favorite part of this Bean Dreyfus story is hearing Bob crack up in the background. Love you guys, Gabby and Betaluma listening on the app.
So these are people who are watching live?
No, these are folks.
Oh, those are texts.
Those are just texts. People watching live are
I looked it up.
talking to each other
on YouTube.
Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
And 911 was already a thing by this time in our
Early
country.
80s.
So there's no difficulty finding the police phone number.
So you're questioning the time period. Maybe it took, as soon as Jeremy left, she's like, and he was like, yeah, in here.
Well, that's what I'm getting at is that turned into a sex move really fast. Really, really fast because she didn't have to go find a number. 911 was the number you would dial. And even though if it was one of those crank things, that's 3 numbers.
Yeah. And my guess is he had touch tone. I mean, he's Jack Nicholson.
Right.
He has the latest in phone technology. Right?
Wow.
I know. I just love the story. I think it's great.
And that seemed to make sense to him, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm Jack.
Well, she
Of course you
said
want to do
she
that
was
to me. I'm Jack Nicholson.
And you'll do it for free? Is that? And you'll never come back here again if I let that. Okay. I'll let you. All right, Vinny, what's coming up in the news?
So many worries would be going through my
I know,
head. I'd
so
be like,
many.
you have got to get out of here.
I mean,
There's
even
no
not the
way
least of
that-
which is teeth.
Right.
I'd be like, you like me, right? It's not about to do a hate crime on me. Is that
Grinch spaghetti and more after these?
Alice 97.3. Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Coming up at 9:05. We have Fall Out Boy's private show tickets. The big show before the big game.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by Alice Escape with Jelly Roll.
Nice.
All this week, Alice has your chance to see Jelly Roll live on New Year's Eve. All you have to do is download the free Odyssey app. Log in and listen to Alice 97.3 for a minimum of 60 minutes. Each day, if you give us 60 minutes, we give you an entry.
Yeah. You don't have to do them all at once. Couple minutes here, couple minutes there.
You'll enter for a chance to win a trip for two to see Jelly Roll live at the Chelsea in Las Vegas on New Year's Eve, plus a round-trip airfare, 2-night hotel, and 2 tickets to see Jelly Roll show. So fun. Get the Odyssey app.
Your New Year's Eve made.
Get started winning today.
Yeah. Gio.
Still some clouds out there, depending on where you're at. You will see sunshine today, though, and mid-60s is your high. Here's what's happening. Why are you doing that?
Because it's a computer and they're fallible.
Why aren't you switching pages? Do
It doesn't like you. Is the ball spinning?
No. Hold on. What?
Well, this is a disaster.
This is a problem.
Yeah.
It's not
Computers.
switching out of this tab.
You know, every time something goes wrong with the computer, I always think to myself, this is how it's going to end. It's going to start with no more computers. You won't have access to anything anymore. You can't check your bank account. You don't even know if you have one. And then you get to the bank. You just, I'll go to the bank. And they're like, nope, our computers are down. Nope, you don't, as far as we're concerned, you don't have any money.
But if nobody can get to their money, it doesn't really matter because it's not real anyway.
Get me into any
It is
one
all
of those
just
other
numbers.
tabs.
I have had this idea actually, and I've thought about not saying it on air, but since we've got time, I
See what
might
it's
as well.
doing?
I've been thinking about buying like gold in very small, not like a block of gold, but like really small pieces of gold, because if everything goes to heck,
Gold will still be.
then I could still maybe barter for things.
Yeah. You know, I also think about gold because it feels like a thing you can hold. It's not a number on a computer.
Right, exactly.
And if you could just buy like little tiny little gold coins, like little teeny tiny ones, because I don't want to hand someone a gold bar for a loaf of bread.
Right, exactly. That's exactly why I'm saying
I got this
like,
little piece of
tiny
gold here.
little nugs, little sprinkles of
How's
gold.
it going over there? Do we
We're
need
restoring. There's a
okay.
major breakdown.
Let me see if I can
in
switch
my
here.
thing
Nope, we're
here.
good. Are you restarting?
I had to.
Okay.
I
Yes.
think I would be less worried about the zombie apocalypse if I had skills that would be helpful.
Oh, you feel like you don't have anything that you contribute?
Not not when, we have to go back to our basics and we have to make our own food, and I'm not a great cook. I can't sew. I'm not a mechanic.
I'll take you. You can come and hang out with us. We have
I'm hoping I can survive on my vibes.
alone.
Yes, that's pretty much my only thing to offer.
Truthfully, I feel like there is going to, at night when we're all safe somewhere from the zombie apocalypse, we'll be able to, we'll count our gold coins, and John will play guitar and you can sing.
It kind of sounds nice.
Doesn't it? It's nice. There's nothing wrong with that world where everything has fallen
The
apart.
zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
you'll sing.
Well, definitely. Yeah. I mean, what are we going to do all night? Burn candles and sing?
No, you go on the roof with me and
run
pop
for your
shots into
lives. What are
the
you,
zombies.
crazy?
We are going to have some kind of compound with barbed wire and like spikes that come up for them to impale themselves on. They're so stupid. They walk right into that stuff.
But we should build that now.
Probably.
So that we have it.
We got to find a little piece of land somewhere up north, I'm
in
thinking.
northern Michigan.
Vinny's been fixed by
Because
the way.
there's water there.
We're not going to be able to get there
I've
from
thought
here,
a
though.
lot about this. We could drive.
Gold coins. And now Vinny's computer is fixed.
Thanks,
Back to
everyone.
you,
I'm
Vin.
very sorry for the.
Here, let's try this again.
Have you ever seen it do that? That was like the weirdest broken computer situation.
I'm not-
Well, you're welcome for us going from gold to the zombie apocalypse. We had it covered, you guys.
Thank
I'm
you.
not blaming the victim, but Vinny does have 1,000 tabs open.
I
So
know.
Oh, that's what happened. It finally reached its
it
limit.
reached
finally
the
said,
limit.
dude, you need to close some of these.
Yeah.
I do close some out, and then I open 10 more in the next day.
You could even just have whole separate browsers, each with their own number of tabs, and then they could even be grouped like, here's some sports stories, here's good news, here's
Grinch
terrible
spaghetti.
news.
Yay!
Grinch spaghetti. So is it green?
It's green, and I know that there are things you do for your kid because you just want it to be fun, and yet Grinch green. So there are viral videos going around now where you just use food coloring to dye the water you boil the spaghetti in.
I like it.
It makes the noodles themselves bright green, which is fun and appetizing for the kids. There are healthier ways like, spinach spaghetti or, whatever.
Gross, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not what you want, but.
I like it. And you could actually, so if you have, I suppose you could add a drop or two as you mix up the cheese sauce for your mac and cheese. You could cook the noodles.
I
make
get
it the whole thing all
so
green. That'd be great.
If you're a parent out there and you want to do something fun for you just dye the water, and it'll color up the noodles.
You could even make green eggs and ham.
Grinch spaghetti. Do you know what an affogato is?
Affogato, yes.
What is it?
It's a scoop of like a gelato, like a vanilla gelato.
Or vanilla ice cream, yes.
Okay, and then you take an espresso and pour it
on
right
top.
over the top, and it's so good.
It's the best thing ever.
It is the best thing ever. Affogato.
It's good. It's not the best thing.
Oh my God.
It's so good, but it's also the thing where most of the time I go, I can't eat that right now.
Yes. I'll only have that on like a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. Most of the time when that's around, I go, I would love that, but there's just no way I can have an affogato at 7 at night.
No, on a Monday. Unless I want to be like, "Rah!"
This is just off of that, as people are now talking about vanilla ice cream doused with red wine. You take a bowl of ice cream, you pour red wine over it, and that's about your decision in terms of how much you put in there.
It's affogato. You're going to love it. Here it is.
Does that sound appetizing?
Not even a little bit. I'd rather have beer over my ice cream than wine.
Or champagne.
No, thanks. You can have my champagne one. I'll take your beer one.
Wow.
Well, that's going around. Red wine. I thought, Napa, how you doing? Maybe.
I'll bet you there's Napa also olive oil. Like I'll take their olive oil. I'll put the olive oil and a little sprinkle of salt over my ice cream before I would do.
We use olive oil in almost everything we do.
Because
it's good for my kid. So she has to have a clean diet. Olive oil works.
And if you get like a really good olive oil, like there's ones you just buy at the Safeway or whatever, and they're fine. But if you pay for like a real, like you go up to like a winery, a lot of times they'll also have like some olive oil. Oh my God, that fruity
some
taste.
Boutique-y, artisanal
yes, exactly.
olive oil.
We get pizza from this one place, Tamil Pie. How you doing? And the crusts are big. They're like big, thick, but kind of have a good crisp to them and some squish. And we always leave all our crusts, and then
some squish.
When we're done, we pour really good olive oil onto the plate, salt it, and dip our crust in that. It's like dessert.
The food at sports stadiums has been, sort of ramping up for years now. There's like garlic fries are huge here, and there's lots of.
And they try to there's a few stadiums that try to go, this year's crazy thing is the, triple decker taco burger face.
Turkey legs breaded with crushed up Cheez-Its.
Okay.
Is on them. You are?
Oh, man, yeah. I love a turkey leg and I love Cheez-Its. So
Cheez-Its,
that sounds wonderful.
So it's like a cheesy cracker crust.
Yeah.
Yep. They say here that Cheez-It sponsors the bowl game, the Citrus Bowl in Orlando. And so Cheez-It wanted to be featured, and this is what they came up with. Fans at the game will be able to buy a turkey leg breaded with crushed up Cheez-Its for $25. Would you buy a Cheez-It turkey leg for $25?
Yes. Yes, I've paid more for less for weird food, yeah.
I wouldn't. Would you?
No, I want no part
Bobby?
of eating meat off a bone.
If it was good, if it was supposed to be good. I'd probably just take a bite of my friends.
That's what
I'd
I'm
convince
thinking.
them to
I
buy
feel
it.
like one bite's enough of that. I don't
Right.
want a turkey leg, period. I just don't.
It's such a burden.
It
It's
is.
gonna take me an hour to eat that thing.
And there's so many tendons and things.
That's what the googlies are just.
Yeah,
At my
no
house, Ripley has become, actually turned into a nuisance because I'm so childish that if I put something in my mouth and I don't like it, I get and I realize the kids are watching. So sometimes I just have to force it down, even though what I really want to do is go.
And let Ripley clean it up off the floor.
Well, so when I have been forced to go, I will then start, getting the food off my plate into Ripley because she will absolutely just hang and be all, yeah, I'll eat all that fish. No problem.
Oh, you're giving away fish?
Well, it depends on how the fish turned out. If it came out really dry and I'm not into it, then yes, I'm trying to get it off my plate because I can't
What kind
let
of
the
fish
kids.
are we talking about?
It depends.
Mm.
Last night it was cod that just didn't come out well.
Oh.
So I'm giving it to Ripley. Just trying to.
Best part of having a dog is that
The
there's
floor
never
is licked
there's,
clean.
there's never I eat like an animal and just let it all fall out. It doesn't matter. He's right down there to scoop it up and eat it.
Fred, thank goodness your owner eats like an animal.
He's like Cookie Monster. Like only 12% of the cookie actually makes it down his throat.
Most popular stadium foods continue to be hot dogs, fries, nachos, pizza, popcorn, wings, hot pretzels, ice cream, tacos, peanuts.
Some of those things sound so messy. I would not want to be sitting watching a game with that in my lap.
I also do not want to eat messy things in public. I'm not into
I hate
it.
that wings are such a big part of sports culture because that's the last thing I want to eat in front of people.
I know. They're
Why?
just because it gets all over you, and then you're like licking your fingers, and you're
gross.
like, does anyone have a wet wipe? And then there's like bones left over.
Even though I wouldn't eat a turkey leg, though, I do eat chicken wings. So I guess
Chicken wings are delicious.
Well,
but
there's just
I
more
prefer to
meat
eat them alone.
visible to you, and you don't end up with
Yes.
that, like the tendon or whatever you meant.
I know. It's so gross.
Ripley, get over here.
You can't give her any chicken bones. Don't give her
No, I was giving her some of my turkey leg.
Oh, I
I don't
see,
want to
okay.
eat that thing. That's disgusting. In-N-Out Burger.
any. In-N-Out.
In-N-Out Burger
In-N-Out.
has banned the order number 67
Why? Oh, because 6-7. Got it.
because of the
So
kids.
they changed the name. So what is order number 67?
The whole 6-7 trend has somehow lasted the better part of the year. Parents are sick of it. Teachers are even more sick of it. Kids love it. Teenagers have been hanging out in In-N-Out in big groups, waiting to hear order 67.
Oh, I see. It's not an order that you place. That's your order number.
Right.
So now they skip.
I've seen these videos.
Videos are going around on social media where the teens wait for 6-7 and then freak out.
I mean, there's like full In-N-Out burger full of kids, and they're all just sitting there watching, waiting for the number to come up. And then
Are they spending their money? I mean, why would In-N-Out be opposed to this?
Chaos.
It
Because
is.
Everyone hates fun.
That is true. But also, they're always crowded. And so it's a pain in the ass, I guess, if all those
it's
kids are
already
hanging
crowded,
around.
and
But
now
it's
you got a
not
bunch of
creating
kids.
more orders. Well, I guess it is. It might be bringing more business.
Yeah.
All the kids are coming and ordering.
And then I'm watching it and thinking, you know what sounds great right now? In-N-Out.
In-N-Out doesn't need any help selling burgers.
That
No.
is it. They do seem to be constantly in demand.
Dude, I went on our trip down south to see my mom for Thanksgiving. We hit an In-N-Out, and you just go, the lines around every In-N-Out, it's an hour stop to get a burger from that place.
They should install charging ports for their highway locations.
Oh,
so
that's a
people could
great
just get
idea.
in there and then get in line and wait for
Of
it.
all the places to have charging ports. it
Right.
should be
You're
In-N-Out.
going to be there for an hour.
Our last visit, we got there, we ordered. I'm like, Edie, what do you want? Nothing. You're not hungry? I'm not. Okay. Sure. I'm sure. As soon as we get around, I should have ordered something. I'm like, how do I do this?
Well, here's how you do it. You order her something. You're all in the car. You know it's going to take an hour. She's going to be hungry by then. You
But
just
we
order her
passed
something.
the order guy.
I know. I'm saying you should have ordered it anyway.
Well, he
I
doesn't
didn't
have a
think of
time
that.
machine.
So Christina goes, I'll just run in and do an order. I go, okay. She jumps out of the car. I come around because, they snake the line around. I see the guy. I go, hey, sir, could I add something to my order? He goes, sure, no problem. I go, oh. So now I'm texting Christina, we got it. Don't order anything. She goes, it's too late. I already ordered, but I ordered through him before she got back to me. Now we've got 2 extra burgers for Edie. And we had to wait. Well, I didn't want to eat it. Would you have eaten that?
I mean, I'm not going to let it go to waste.
Oh, we did. I mean, there's only so much you can put in your tummy, though, right?
Yeah, but
no,
it's in and out.
It's very stretchy.
Did you guys get milkshakes?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Milkshakes.
No milkshakes. No, I'm trying to cut a couple pounds.
Did you at least let the kids have milkshakes?
No.
Oh.
Don't worry. They were just at
mean,
Nona's.
Dad.
They had plenty of desserts. But it looks like In-N-Out not only has banned 6-7, they had already banned 6-9. Because this was happening with the number 69. 69. And the kids would go crazy. And
You know what? Kids have such little stuff that they're allowed to do. Like, I hate the kill of fun from a big corporation. Didn't they just sell to private equity too? Ugh.
Did they?
No, I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh.
I don't think they did. They're privately owned.
You got some responsibility here on the air.
I took it back. I took it right
She did
back.
immediately take it back. JK.
Oh, geez. Our text number is 800-400-3697. Maddie's on the show.
Oh, let's start with this one. Day one listener here. It's my 58th birthday, and your crew has been wishing me happy birthday for 27 years.
Oh.
Would love if we could have another one in the book. Sarah, we were pregnant at the same time. Vinny, I love when you talk metal because I'm that aging rocker chick. Love Maddie and Bob. This is the perfect team. OFOC. Susie from the great city of Alameda.
Susie in Alameda, happy 58th.
Happy birthday, Susie.
I hope
OFOC,
it's just amazing.
if you don't know, is overwhelming feelings of concern. It's a way of saying I love you, but being careful about it.
Overwhelming feelings
You don't
want to,
say too much. Scare
really,
someone off.
really wish I could find that.
You don't want to
I
overcommit.
feel like I have that.
You love me.
I love it.
Why is that still a thing after all these years? And yet, there it is. OFOC. And HYGL.
Hope you get laid.
Yep.
Yeah.
925, single lady here, and each day Maddie continues to turn me off to dating him. Yesterday, hiding in the bushes. Today, eating like Cookie Monster.
Wow, you're down one.
I'm down one.
Now only 499
You know what?
out of 1,000.
A lady I know hit me up and said, I heard Maddie talking about dating, and I am also single and would like to meet him. And she's smoking hot, and she surfs. She was a pro snowboarder. I was like, Maddie, here you go,
on
kid.
The show.
Yeah, I friended. I'm waiting.
Oh, you haven't talked yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What's this lady's name?
Oh, I don't want to get
Yeah.
too into
I'm
it.
already getting a
we
little
don't
bit
want no
attached
trouble, but
to her. She's making
She's
Maddie
probably
so
out of my
happy.
league, though, but we'll go for it anyway.
She said she wants to meet
I
you.
know.
Has she watched the video feed?
What are you saying,
just wondering.
Sarah?
Are you saying that would
I'm
turn
saying
her off or
everybody-
turn him on? Turn
I
her
don't
on?
know. I'm saying everybody yesterday was saying the meanest things about Maddie.
Oh, yeah, they were killing me
Brutal.
yesterday. 209, I love Bob sticking up for the kids. It's true. They get so little joy. Let them have their stupid 6-7.
I don't think kids get so little joy. I'm a parent of kids. All we do is run around helping them find joy.
510, the kids coming into In-N-Out are not ordering. That's why they're being banning to order 6-7.
That's fair.
Yeah.
At least buy something.
You gotta buy something.
I got a couple from the YouTube. Can I share?
Yeah.
No Gold Bob. Buy mutual funds.
You know, the whole point is that she would have something in her hand
I know.
for when the computers all die at once and she needs to barter something. Actually, you should get some chickens and some rabbits. Those are going to be solid.
Yeah, gold. You're going to be like, a gold bar for a sandwich? I don't think so.
Yeah,
Not a
no
bar,
way, man.
Little flakes.
A flake? Absolutely not. Do you have any eggs? Would you sell me a chicken? I'll trade you bread for chicken.
Someone also said, Sarah hosts the best parties. Of course, her post-apocalyptic party will be amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God, we're gonna have so much fun in the post-apocalypse.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Plus, bad people are gonna get it if they don't get us first. Of course.
Right.
I'm sure it'll be a battle between good and evil.
Are you? And you are?
Good.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. I won't be in a marauding, cannibalizing band of terrible men because that all the dudes are gonna go crazy in the apocalypse. Every girl knows this.
What?
Every girl knows it. Yeah, we're in grave danger in the apocalypse. Coming up, Fall Out Boy tickets. Oh, why didn't it go? Boom. Alice, 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Friday's in the air. I can smell it. It's coming up, coming on. We have Fall Out Boy tickets all day today. Right now, we're going to give you a code word. Mason's got one for you at 12:05, and It's Jane has one at 5:05. You take these code words and head to radioalice.com. That's our website. And you can enter it in there, and you'll be in the running for this. These tickets are incredible. This hour's code word is music, MUSIC. Take the word music to radioalice.com to enter for tickets to Fall Out Boy's private concert. This is private. I think if you're a Wells Fargo member, you can buy tickets for this, but otherwise you have to win these.
Yes, absolutely.
It's at the Regency Ballroom on February 5th before the big game. Take the word music and keep listening for all the chances that we have for you to win these tickets. Music is this hour's code word. A new one for you with Mason at 12:05. Courtesy of Red Light Management. I want to mention that Bob is a very bad girl. We are on YouTube now live, and she keeps forgetting to turn us on, and she keeps forgetting to turn us off.
I don't forget to turn us on.
You did this morning.
I did?
Yeah, remember? I was like,
Just
we're
the
not
one
even
time.
on yet.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, Maddie made me a little note card so I won't forget.
Yeah.
Until I stop seeing it. Because,
Yes.
things become
Yes.
invisible.
They're just not there. You've seen it 5 times. It might as well never have been there ever.
I accidentally had one of the replays. It'll like go to a replay. Sometimes it'll go on the break. Like you can go, like the replay comes up for some reason. And I am full on just going at my teeth. It's beautiful. I love this.
Well, because we
This is
forget.
the best. I'm
We
so
also
happy.
forget that the cameras are in our faces, and we're just like, I don't even see that thing anymore. It's just the thing sticking up. YouTube.com/@ the @ symbol Radio Alice 973. And actually, I just went to Google to see if it would take me to it. I went in the Google bar, YouTube, Radio Alice, YouTube, Alice 973. They all work. Takes you right there. Please subscribe. Even if you're only going to visit once just to see our ugly mugs, hit subscribe on there. Please. Thank you.
We're almost at 3,500.
Yeah.
We need a few more.
We need so many more. 30, that's a paltry number. And bookmark us too. Like, leave us on your browser. Ask Vinny. He knows all about browsers.
Don't pile
Oh, God.
on.
Why?
I already had
Whose
enough
phone's
trouble.
ringing.
Not me.
Sheesh. Goodness.
Might have been.
Who puts a ringer on?
I know. Who does put a ringer on?
I've-
You expect a big,
I've-
is there an important phone call coming in?
I have been trying my best to be better about making sure that I'm getting text and I'm responding to people's texts.
Oh, that's good.
During the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have my
You
ringer
do
on.
suck at that. That
I
is
really
true.
do. No,
Yeah.
and I do, but I forget to turn it off. That's why I didn't have it on to begin with, but I'm working on it.
Do you want me to make you a little note card?
Oh, that's a great idea. Make him a note card, and then he'll remember to check his texts. I don't know anybody who doesn't constantly, every time we go on break, I look at my, just to see if any messages came in.
I'll say a text and I'm just like, I'll get back to it later, and then I never do. And then
Yeah.
it's like 2 days later, and then I'm like, well, I gotta be like, oh, I'm sorry.
I
It's
just
a
never
cool
bother to
thing.
look at you.
You can mark it as unread. It's life changing.
Mark as unread. It's in the slide thing. We
Although, if
have it
anyone from
over.
Well, if we're
Apple's
gonna do
listening,
that, then
there's one thing you need to do with the unreads. They need to keep them at the top of your feed of the messages, because then eventually days go by. I get so many texts. I'm in so many group chats that the unread message falls below the fold
Yes.
and
Yep.
just disappears.
Yep.
So I would change that, but we're almost there.
Right, especially if I select to make it unread.
Exactly.
I clearly want to be reminded that it's there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you
Come on,
can
Apple,
pin,
get
but
with
that's
it.
stupid. The pinning is stupid. Nobody uses that.
I pin a couple people. I have a couple people I know. I get to, like John, my kids. They're up there. Actually, you know who I pinned to my top? I should just get rid of Maddie. Never text me. But he's pinned at the top of my thing. I talk more with Bob. YouTube.com/@ Radio Alice 973. You can watch the fighting in person. You can watch our faces as we're all annoyed and stabbing eyes at each other. Eye stabbing. It's real.
Maddie's my producer, right-hand man. I can't get him to text me
he
or
won't
text
me
back, but
text
I
you.
love the
I
guy.
gotta phone him. He's actually responded to an email before. I'm like, who even ever looks at their email? I wouldn't know. I check my email like twice a day, if that.
constantly have my emails open.
Does anybody want to know what Ozzy's last words were?
Ouch.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
It's actually his last words to her because to Sharon, because apparently he collapsed in the gym.
That was his last moment on the planet, was working out.
Yeah, apparently. In a new interview, Sharon Osbourne revealed Ozzy's last words to her on the night before he died. She said, he was up and down to the bathroom all night. It was like 4:30 in the morning, and he said, wake up. I said, I'm already bloody awake. You've woken me up. Then he said, kiss me. Hug me tight.
Oh.
Later that morning, he went downstairs to work out. And that's when he died. Sharon.
Oh, he has a gym at his house.
Yes,
okay, I was thinking.
Okay. I'm sure he had.
No. You think he was at LA
keeled
Fitness?
over at Gold's
He
Gym?
wasn't alone either. So right. Of course, he has his own workout place. Sharon says, I ran downstairs and there he was, and they were trying to resuscitate him, and I'm like, don't, just leave him. Leave him. You can't. He's gone. If I'd only told him I loved him more. If only I would have held him tighter.
Oh.
In the last few weeks of his life following the success of the Back to the Beginning show, Sharon says Ozzy was happier than he'd been in 7 years. She really felt like, and honestly, it did feel like he hung on for that show. He was a part of it as much as he possibly could be. Like, he did as much as he could.
It was a massive undertaking, and they did a good job. I think that there are people who might say a guy in his condition doesn't need that much of an event happening, but the reality is everybody from Ozzy's life, whether they were fans or had worked with him, they all got involved in this performance, and it was a really big kind of, what would you call that, a celebration of his career.
It was I hate to say it was an end cap, but that's what it was. It was like, it was the cherry on top. He lived for it. All these people came together to celebrate him and the impact that he'd had on their lives. Was it even 2 weeks later that he passed away?
I think it was less than 2 weeks later that he passed away, but there were people who had played with him, like wrote and performed on records and tours that hadn't seen him in 40 plus years, that went to that event, had a moment, a goodbye, or a, whatever you want to call it. And when I read the interviews, I think, that really was a great thing that they did for him. Even though he may have been like, I really can't handle this much input.
Right.
I'm glad. Like,
he actually looked really happy during it.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot. But I think that was probably.
Don't worry, Ozzy, I'll handle everything.
Okay, Sharon, that sounds good. Just wheel me on there. I'm going to be the Prince of Darkness one final time. Everyone will love me. Goodbye. Kiss me. Hug me tight.
Oh, that's tough.
I know. This is interesting. Billie Eilish is doing a 3D concert film. You may have heard about this.
I haven't.
And it is, it's from her Hit Me Hard and Soft tour. I think actually that's the name of it. Hit Me Hard and Soft, the tour, live in 3D. It's a 3D concert film co-directed by James Cameron, which I thought was an interesting wrinkle this morning, because he's absolutely known for, if he can't find the technology to make the thing happen that he wants to happen, he just invents it. It's like they always talk about that with Avatar, is like it was the impetus behind all these weird zoom in effects and all this 3D imagery that he was able to do. So it's going to be live in 3D. Well, I say live in 3D, but it's the tour, so it's just a live show. And it's a concert film co-directed by James Cameron and Billie Eilish. It's going to be out in theaters on March 20th, 2026. And I put this up at the Sarah Vinnie Facebook page because I really thought people might want to look at the trailer. And so there we go. And I because it's 3D, I don't know that you're going to get that same 3D effect if you're just watching the trailer, but I don't know, maybe throw on your glasses.
I'm not into 3D.
I'm really not either. I don't want to wear the things on my face.
I'm a big fan of a lot of the stuff people are trying just to see what will catch and what won't. And I remember there was a push for 3D in movies, and I just didn't think it helped make the experience that much better.
I actually
if anything, it made
got
it worse.
Headachy.
Yeah.
There were some cool things. Like, it is sort of funny when there's a fight scene and a punch is coming right at you. Oh my God, it almost got me.
I always would get the 3D glasses that had a scratch on them, or a little something on them that would bother me the whole movie.
Huh.
On the lens.
You couldn't just go out and be like, these ones are janky. Give me another set.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, those seats are so comfortable. Why would you ever get up?
Yeah.
I get it. Justin Bieber. Vinny loves him.
I'm a Bieber fan. Yeah. I mean, I think he's kind of a douchebag when you see him, talking to the paparazzi and you just go, what?
You're not clocking what I'm saying.
What are you doing?
Well, now he is also going 3D.
Oh. All right.
He has 3D printed sneakers. They are glorified Crocs. I could not find a price. Were you able to find a price on these?
No, I don't wear Crocs.
Show him the picture of the Crocs. It's right now. Apparently one is for sale. It's sort of like a lilac-y color. It's like it looks like soccer cleats. They say it's sort of modeled after that. It has like a fold over tongue flap. There's a they're not those ones. Here, come look at these. Tell me if you'd wear these sneakers. So this apparently is the one that's available. The kind of purpley one. They honestly though, they look like Crocs. They're plastic, but here's the thing. They're 100% recyclable. So when you're done with those shoes, apparently they can go either back to the company. I don't know if that means they get melted down and made back into the beads that they, the melty beads that they use for this stuff. They do seem to be flexible.
I like the idea of us doing a better job with recyclable items. I wouldn't wear a purple shoe. I love the color purple. Like I have a purple phone case. But I don't want purple shoes. Will you wear purple shoes?
I would wear purple shoes. I'm a chick, though.
I've got some purple shoes.
Oh.
Got some purple Vans that I love.
Oh, you'd wear purple
shoes.
Vans.
On the right day.
Okay.
Would you wear pink shoes?
If it fit my outfit. I mean, I have pink shoes that I always wear to my weddings.
I think I would wear pink shoes before I'd wear purple shoes.
Okay.
I feel like I would like...
I like purple. I just said that. I have a purple phone case. I just don't want to wear purple. I wouldn't wear a purple t-shirt or purple pants either. Would you?
Yes, I would wear those.
Oh.
I think I'm going to buy more purple. I'm going to work some more purple into my life.
I like it, but I don't know. I won't wear those shoes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, and they are super ugly, and but they're fully recyclable, and maybe this is the way things are heading. But I was unable to find a price on this. Were you able to find a price?
No.
Yeah, they are definitely something to see, though. I guess. I don't know. I don't know if people care about 3D printed sneakers, but I figure with the name Justin Bieber behind him, the care factor will be greater than it would be if I put out a line of.
Actually, they're $180.
Oh my God!
That's what it looks like.
Oh,
at least that's what these last. That's
you just channeled Katharine Hepburn. How'd you do?
How could they ask for so much money for those? They're just shoes, and they're made out of one material, and they're printed over and over again. That is outrageous. Oh. I'm out of time.
You old poop.
You old poop.
Oh, that's from Golden Pond.
Oh, on Golden Pond.
How mad do you got to be to do this next story after these?
Alice 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Bad Advice is back. Oh, we are problem solvers. Yay, us. Give us your problems. We'll give you the answers. You got to email them to us. badadvice973@gmail.com. I've just been going over some of the submissions we have for this week. It's going to be a hard choice. It's gonna be hard. There's one that's a little bit Christmas themed, so I might go with that one. It's about gifting.
Okay.
Yeah. We might be able to solve it pretty quick though, and so I'll have some backups. Maybe we get to one or two of them.
I love this segment, so
me too.
I'm into it.
Yeah. So badadvice973@gmail.com. Badadvice973@gmail.com. And then listen tomorrow, 7 a.m. and every Friday and see if we solve your problem for you.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by Lily Allen Tickets. All this week, listen to Jane at 6:05 p.m. for the code word. Then head to radioalice.com and enter that code word for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Lily Allen for the last show of her limited tour on April. Doesn't say.
April 28th.
April 28th. Do you see that link in there,
At
though?
the Masonic. No, I don't see a link.
Oh, mine says HTTPSW. It doesn't matter.
No.
Okay.
At the Masonic. She'll be doing her entire West End Girl album courtesy of Live Nation.
Sweet.
You and I are working off different sponsorship pages, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Weather. It looks like it's starting to clear up out there, but we had heavy fog this morning and some morning clouds. We should see sunshine today. Mid-60s is your high.
All right.
There's that. I wanted to ask this at a time when it sort of linked up with one of your stories, but you didn't do any more Golden Globe stuff. Golden Globes are the award shows that's upcoming, right?
It's one. Yes, it's.
Did
I think
Weapons-
it's in January.
Did Weapons make any of people's lists? Do you remember? I don't remember you hearing you mention it.
I didn't do the rundown on it. I'll look
It
right now.
has
for
a
you.
nomination for supporting actress.
Oh, is that all though? Not for.
And it's for the old
is it for
lady,
the old
right?
lady?
It is for yes,
The old lady.
yes, Amy Madigan.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, Amy Madigan.
She created a character that is so yikes.
Well, you guys just showed me the still of it. I keep trying to get John to press play on it, but he's not.
Oh, you
going
haven't
for
watched it
No,
yet?
I haven't even watched it yet.
Does he
Oh.
not like scary movies?
He just didn't feel like that was something. Oh, Weapons, Amy Madigan. That's the only one I see for
Okay.
her. I'm sorry. Cinematic and box office achievement, which means it did well in theaters.
Made money.
Nominated for that.
Oh yeah, that's great. I feel like it could win there.
You got to hit play
Well,
on that.
probably not against.
Yeah, you
Wicked,
really
though.
will. It's something.
Yeah, I will. And this one is Sunday, January 11th. I want to say it's the week after the Super Bowl is when the Oscars happen. It's all that early year. The whole.
Well, if
season.
Weapons doesn't get recognized in the Golden Globes, it's not going to get anything
Yeah.
because that's the most liberal sort of
right.
left
They'll let
field
anybody
stuff.
in there.
Right.
And
exactly.
they do TV awards too. They don't care.
This first story I have for you is one that I ever been upset? Absolutely. And the most upset I probably find myself on any kind of regular basis is just on the road when someone does something so, you know what I mean? That person where you just go, you're going to kill somebody, man.
Right.
God.
I had a kid in this car. Jerko.
Whatever. Just like, we're all trying to get somewhere. Everybody's got the same importance on their own schedule. You're not alone here. Whatever.
We're sharing this road.
But this person must be. So, okay, this lady, her name is
This should be good.
Jermesha Denise Murphy. Jermesha. She's 37. A Dallas woman was arrested after she set a house on fire. Okay, so that is about the gnarliest thing you could do when you're mad at someone, right?
That is
like,
your inner psycho has won.
You have attempted to burn down someone's house.
Was the person in it?
It doesn't say, but then as crews showed up, this story out of Dallas, as fire crews showed up to put the fire out, she pulled out a knife and started cutting their hoses so that they couldn't put the fire out.
Oh.
They had to arrest her and cuff and stuff her so they could get the fire put out. And I just thought,
She was stabbing the hoses.
She was cutting the hoses from behind the fire, people.
You'd think they'd have a line drawn where nobody could just be walking up stabbing the hoses, but where did you say this was?
This was in Dallas. They say that the house was unoccupied, but she's facing arson and criminal mischief charges. I don't know if they can ramp up the charges because she continued to try and keep the house burning down by
Stop
stopping.
putting it out.
I like that it's criminal mischief.
Yeah.
You're so
She
mischievous.
took a knife and was trying to cut the fire hoses as the crews were trying to put the fire out. She was immediately placed under arrest at the scene, and we'll see what she gets. But I can't imagine hating anybody that much. Like, I get it if someone cheated on you or cheated on you with someone you care, like,
Right.
My brother, what? Or whatever.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, the thing that could happen that, like, and yet, are you ever mad enough to say to yourself, jail's worth it?
Yeah, I'm going to throw my life away over this.
Jail's totally worth it.
Right. And I'm not just going to light this place on fire. I'm going to hang out and make sure that the firemen can't put it out with a knife.
You're gnarly, Denise.
Yeah, Denise. Germanica.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to attempt it again. Most Americans prefer hotels over short-term rentals like Airbnb for holiday travel. Has Airbnb's time run out?
Not for me. I prefer an Airbnb because I don't like to eat out every single meal.
Oh.
I like to have control over what I'm eating. You don't like that? I just don't want to eat out every meal.
We always have to go someplace that has a kitchen because my daughter has a very specific diet that we can't get at restaurants.
Right.
So whether it's been a hotel or an Airbnb, it's critical that we've got stove top of some kind.
Right. Well, and I also like to have someplace outside of a bedroom to, I'm always up at different times than John. It's awful. Like, I have sat on closed toilets on my laptop, putting our TCS together, because I don't want to wake up John, and I'm going to be awake. So now I'm like in there reading a book. I'm like, oh my God, this sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I love to get an Airbnb and to be able to make my own coffee in an actual coffee maker with the milk the kind of milk I want, put in the fridge. There's a toaster. I could put some bagels in there, whatever.
Among the reasons people are choosing hotels, they say amenities, no cleaning rules or surprise fees, easy booking and cancellation policies.
That it is easier to book and cancel. There's no question.
For hotels, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then there's, I think that a lot of neighbors of people who own Airbnbs hate the people rolling in and out all the time.
Many times we've Airbnb'd in many different places in the world, and the person who meets you with the key says you have to say that you're a friend of Kevin's or Jacques or whatever. Like, you got to be really quiet, especially on the second floor.
Yeah, because people live here and don't want, and they're not on vacation.
Yeah, the dirty looks were profound. I was like, I wanna apologize to you, but I'm supposed to tell you that I'm friends with, I can't even remember the guy's name.
Kevin.
Right.
Kevin, I like Kevin. I'm friends with Kevin.
Sure, Kevin. Me and Kevin, we go way back. What does he look like? I have no idea. I mean, I'm blind legally, so.
No, I mean, in some places, including in Santa Cruz where I live, Airbnbs have ruined the real estate market.
Mm-hmm.
Ruined it.
Well, people are buying houses specifically for that reason, and so now a family will never live there.
So a family that has multi-generations in Santa Cruz finds themselves bidding on a house that they can't get,
right?
And the person who does get it says, oh, I'm going to use it as a business. It's going to be an Airbnb. And the neighbors are like, double birds, dude.
That's why more and more towns are saying there's no more of those licenses going out.
Well, anyway, there's a trend for you. The holiday trend is towards hotels.
Yeah.
I have 2 daughters. I didn't grow up with, I have a mom, but I didn't grow up around young ladies. So I did have no experience with the kinds of things that end up with, like, I had a girlfriend at one point and I opened her little bathroom what's under the sink? Whatever that is. The drawers.
Under the vanity?
Yeah, under the vanity.
Okay.
And there was a bucket, a giant arms out wide round bucket of old nail polish, old makeup, old toners, old lotions, old.
Well, I'm not going to throw them out.
Right.
I paid good money for them. And
But
I mean, that color
and
one day.
I was like, what do you, like, if you're not going to use it, throw it away. Like, what's the point? But I'm now seeing this starts at 11 and 12. My daughter's already going, I need a new face stuff. The stuff I used right now is not working and I got a pimple and it made it worse. And I'm like, I don't think that's the soap. I think you're crazy. Like, just keep washing your face. You're a teenager.
Don't fight it, man.
Well, that's what I realized.
Just buy her a bucket to put the stuff in. Christmas is a bucket for your things. That's all you can do.
So this latest trend, I haven't seen my daughter doing this yet, but it's going around. A few days a week, this young lady takes out a hand-sized bristled brush before getting in the shower. Do you know what it's for?
The bristle brush?
She brushes her skin and says this is like exfoliation, like you might use a loofah for.
Okay.
The latest trend is a hand-sized bristled brush before getting in the shower. You brush your bare legs, your arms, you make upward motions towards your heart, you get your back and your tummy.
Are we talking about like when you say a bristle brush, I'm thinking of a brush for your hair with a handle. Are you talking about like one of those wooden ovals where it's got the kind of
almost bristles like a toothbrush, like bristles, like not the
right.
like
but
there's
like
a bunch
wheat
of the
bristle,
spiky. Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
Not the spiky ones.
I actually use something like that. They're super stiff, and I run them under my fingernails because I get so much dirt under there.
Oh, from all the gardening
and painting, garden painting, whatever. I've got dirt on my finger because I can't take it. So my girlfriend was like, "Oh, you got some paint under your nail." I'm like, "I know, I gotta scrape it out of there." And she got me a little bristle brush. I was like, "This is the best thing ever."
Well, anyway, the latest trend, everyone.
I like it.
You might just buy one and throw it straight under the sink into the bucket.
You will. Just throw it into the bucket. You're
just
never
throw
gonna
it
use
away.
that.
I mean, why?
But is there something wrong with loofahs? I mean, I loofah all the time.
This is just the new trend. This is back to my point, which is it seems to be a running theme in a young girl's, grown woman's life where you fall for the trend, you try the trend, you throw it under the sink, and there it sits until someone finally says, "My God, man.
No one can get to anything.
You have too many tabs open and it's frozen your computer.
Right.
Like, clean that crap out." I hear the game music, so it's time
quick,
for me to...
I wanted to get to this one text. Hey, Sarah and Vinnie, I'm gay listener number 1. Been listening to your show from the very beginning. Today is the day. I have left work for the last time. I'm retiring after 25 years. I've listened to your show through all those years. You guys have gotten me through so many things, like being diagnosed with a brain tumor, getting married, and the world's worst boss. But most of all, I was up at 4 a.m. with you listening from the very early morning hours. Thank you for all the great shows. I'm leaving for Florida in January, but I promise to listen for as long as you're on the air. All my love, Tim, who's been in and done Secret Show and some other stuff. So
Tim, congratulations on your retirement. I hope you love. Say hi to my mom and dad, and my sister and brother, and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law.
You made it, Tim.
You made it out of there.
You did it.
You know what? Go to Miami and party your ass off.
I hope you have a great retirement, Tim.
Oh, my God. That's wonderful.
And please, Odyssey.
Yes.
It's an app. You can definitely listen.
You can keep on listening. And my mom loves it because the show doesn't start until 9:15 her time.
She can crack a cocktail.
She's usually drunk by noon. It's fantastic.
Hi, Ellie.
And why wouldn't she be?
Hi, Ellie.
Okay, so we're going to play a game called... That's right, Dead or Alive. You know, you can't do a Dead or Alive every day. But
No, you can't.
I was reading through them this morning, and I'm like, oh no, these are good. These are solid. All right, here we go. I am going to start with Donna Mills. Is Abby from Knott's Landing. Is Donna Mills dead or alive? Dead or
I watched this show with my mom.
That's why I'm doing her.
It's an old-timey nighttime soap opera. The old Knott's Landing. I'm going to say she's alive.
I think she's timeless. She must be alive.
Dead.
She's alive. Sorry about it.
Is it her birthday?
It is. It's all of these people. it is or would have been their birthday. She's 85 years old.
Happy birthday.
Donna Mills. Dead or alive? Not how old. Dead or alive? Rita Moreno. She won a Grammy for the Electric Company album, the Muppet Show she was on, West Side Story.
Oh, right. She's a theater lady, right?
She's local too.
Rita Moreno.
Is she an EGOT lady?
I think she might be an EGOT.
Be.
Oh, yeah, an Emmy for the Muppet Show, a Grammy for the Electric Company, an Oscar for the West Side Story, and a Tony for the Ritz. Ah! That's what they're doing. She's an EGOT.
She's local. I think she lives in Berkeley.
Dead.
Okay.
I'll say alive.
Yeah, I mean, he just said it. He gave it away. She lives in Berkeley.
She is 94 years old today. She is alive.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. How about Ryder Strong, known for Boy Meets World? Dead or alive?
You know that name?
I sure do.
Oh, I don't know that name.
One of my first crushes.
Oh, really?
Boy.
Yeah, Sean on Boy Meets World.
He's alive.
Bad boy in the leather jacket.
He's alive.
I'll say dead.
He's super alive.
He's super alive. 1 point, Bob. 2 points, Maddie. 3 points, El Campeón del Pueblo.
How you doing?
Not
I
that
know
those
you
other
wanna
women
win.
aren't super alive. Sorry.
How about Terry Garr, Tootsie, Mr. Mom, Young Frankenstein, Phoebe's real mom on Friends?
Alive.
Dead.
Dead.
She is dead.
What? How did that happen?
She died in 2024.
Yeah.
And she was only 60. No, she was 80. My bad. I can't do math.
Okay.
How about Jermaine Jackson? That's one of Michael's brothers.
Yeah.
Dead or alive?
Father of Germastity.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Oh my God.
And Jafar.
Germastity.
Germastity. Sure.
He and Bean, Dreyfus, they all hang out.
Yeah.
Alive.
God, I know he was in the news a couple years ago. I'm going to say dead.
Dead.
He's alive. You're thinking of Tito.
Yeah.
71 years old, Jermaine Jackson.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. How about Brenda Lee? 1960s singing sensation. Biggest hit, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. She dead or is she alive?
I've never been so happy to have had all our audio disappear as I am when that number comes
love
up
it. It's the best.
and we can't play that song. I love it.
Is she dead or alive, Vinny?
Dead.
I will also say dead.
Alive.
She's alive.
Yes.
She's 81 years old, Brenda Lee.
Young,
Going
sprightly
strong.
woman.
Vinny's still in the lead, 4-3. How about Walter Knott, the founder of Knott's Berry Farm? That guy dead or is that guy alive?
He's definitely dead.
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 He's dead. And by a score of 5-4. El Campeón del Pueblo.
Oh, thank God.
Rides again.
El Thanks, everyone.
Wow, you finished up the kissing.
Yeah.
Right. You can kiss
I can kiss right to the camera. I love it.
All right. Bye. Keep it here on Alice all day. We have more Fall Out Boy tickets, and Jane has your chance to see Lily Allen. She's got tickets for that at 6:05. And the next time we see you, it's going to be Friday.
Yeah, it is.